Come on in, like the live, share the live, y'all. Share it. Like it, share it. Hit that arrow at the bottom. Grab your heart thing at the top. I would appreciate it. We're gonna have this conversation because earlier we had a prompt up, and these people just was uncivilized. Like I'm telling you, like I'm can't make this shit up. That's all I'm saying. They proved the prompts right every time. I will say that. But shout out to everybody that be rocking with me on these lives, that like and share the lives. I appreciate y'all. And we're gonna keep on having these conversations and spreading this information to our people. Like it, share it, hit that arrow, repost it, share it to your story, and I would appreciate that. Come on in, we're gonna get started soon. We're gonna talk about it. And I wanna know why they can't have a conversation. Even if we disagree. It's like you gotta mute them 1,000 times when you're trying to talk because they don't have any self control, so they keep unmuting themselves. And I just don't understand it. So like the live, hit that arrow, y'all. I see one share, and that's the one that I shared. Get some more shares. I appreciate everyone who's liking it. Thank y'all. Oh my goodness. I appreciate that. Come on in, like the live, share it. If you disagree with the prompt, you can come up if you're civilized enough to have a conversation. Thank you, Callie. I appreciate it. Come on in, y'all. Let's get this live in the algorithm on the FYP, and we're gonna have a good conversation. It can, if the conversation can go anywhere, multiple different things we'll talk about. But share the live as y'all come on in. Share the live. I appreciate it. Sainthood, Painthood, I appreciate that. Share it to your stories. Let's get some people in here and have the conversation. Why aren't Africans civilized enough to have a civil conversation about their primitive and savage culture slash existence? All right. All right. All right. All right. Well, I'd like you to explain what's YT supremacist rhetoric, ma'am. Come on up. I would like you to explain what it is because This prompt has absolutely nothing to do with YT. This is things that I've gathered just dealing with these people.
Yeah, I sent her a request. This isn't the first time she said that in your chat. Not sure if
Oh,
she
okay.
is of the lineage, so I was about to mute her until you started talking to her because she has the invite. It's not her first time saying some mess like that. But she could come up
Okay.
and have the conversation with you. I'll remain on mute.
She won't come up, but I appreciate it. You be on it, BX. Thank you.
I have to. They're annoying. They're literally annoying.
Yeah.
Like we could explain everything the immigrants are doing because I don't know her genealogy. She won't come up and talk, so I can ask her it. But literally explain what they're doing, how they're doing, and how we have always helped them. Like our track record is better than theirs, right? In helping others, right? If we want to be technical, they don't care. It's just white tea rhetoric. Well, maybe it's homeland rhetoric, right? Because this is our homeland. They're not from here. Their ancestors ain't built nothing, and here go another one. Their ancestors didn't build anything on this land, right? But we've been gracious enough to have them come here, and all they do is disparage us. Let us not be fooled. It's
We
a
go on
lot
about your
more
life.
disparaging us than there
This
is
book,
helping us.
stupid bitch.
Listen, you $5 hoe. You ain't even the real native. Don't have me up here defending a group that I just finished arguing with, okay? I hate when y'all do that to me. But yeah, they
These
like
people
what?
nuts.
Some other shit, some more shit, and some what did they build in America? Because I want to know what the natives built if they keep coming up here. Because I know who was doing all the heavy work. And
Right.
wasn't a $5 in sight unless they were enslavers. See how that
Mm,
works? But
right.
yeah. So it's okay to come up and have the conversation. I might change your mind. You might change your mind. People have told me I have changed their mind. That's why I like to go to what they're doing to us in the government and then ask them how they're going to be about a solution after they know what the problem is and what the real complaint is. Not too
Right.
many have answered that question. Let that sink in. I'll go on mute.
Okay. If you disagree, come on up. But please be civilized. Like the last person that just was up here, he was uncivilized. Savage culture. Yeah. Yeah. Don't make a career out of tapping in the chat. I mean, typing in the chat. Come on up. Express your thoughts. This person that I just replied to you. Americans are delusional. Okay. Well, come on up, cause I'm about to mute you, so you won't be able to type in the chat anymore. We are talking about why aren't Africans civilized enough to have a civil conversation about their primitive and savage culture slash existence? And a lot of y'all proved this right earlier when we had a conversation, and you all came on the panel unhinged. So y'all prove it right every time. It was definitely true. Uh,
Hello, hello.
all right. How do you pronounce your name? What is it?
Jalicia.
Jalicia. All right. Where you from? What's your ethnicity, ma'am?
I'm from here. I'm from Illinois. I'm Black American.
You have an immigrant background.
No.
Okay. All right. Now, what's your thoughts on the prompt?
Um, I think it's a little damaging, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Why do you say that? Have you not encountered these people being uncivilized on these panels?
I have seen it on both sides. I'm not gonna hold you.
I always
Like,
gotta say both sides.
it's not just that. It's just like there are bad people, no
Well, I
matter where
want
they
to know,
came
do
from.
you think that I just made this prompt for no reason at all?
Yeah, I agree with what the comment said that you're black before you're American. Because I do think that black American culture is very important. But even the white supremacists that live here, they do see us being black before they see anything else. I'm
Say
not gonna hold you.
YT, say YT,
White
and I
here.
don't. And personally, we don't care how whatever they see, whatever they see
I
or
don't
think has
personally care
absolutely
either,
nothing. It has nothing to do. But y'all always bring that up. I mean, you
but I
sound
mean it's
like
just a
you're one of
fact.
those. You sound like you one of those melanated immigrants, even though you said you're black.
That's what I was
So
about to say, tell you. I had to tell you. I hear it in her voice.
Y'all
I
say
do.
that every time that somebody disagrees with you.
No,
I just
that's
have a
not true.
question.
That's not true.
Okay, I just have a question. What makes your opinion more valid than mine? Like, I don't understand. Like, every black American is not a monolith. We're not going to all feel the same way. So, what makes that what I'm saying so wrong that makes you feel as if I'm a quote unquote immigrant just because I don't
Okay.
feel the same?
Can I ask you to define Black American?
Black American?
Yes, please define it. There's a definition. There's a legal framework for who is Black American. I want to see if
I
you
mean,
understand what and who is a Black American. That's all.
I would say somebody that is black and has lineage in America for centuries. For
What year? There's a year.
it's since like what 17, 1800s, something like that.
Do you think Jamaicans are Black?
Yes.
Right. So no, they're not. Haitians are not. Africans are not. Race is unconstitutional in the United States of America. Instead, they migrate here for an opportunity, right? There'll be the Caribbean community, the immigrant community. There'll be the Haitian community. There'll be the immigrant community. They will not be the Black community. When they talk about the Black community are those who could trace their ancestors to U.S. chattel slavery era and found on a USA census. Africans ain't even Black in the United States of America constructs. They are still Nigerian, Ghanaian, and if they have children here and they don't have a Black parent, then they would be Nigerian American. And some Americans oppose hyphenating the American. So you cannot migrate to the USA and be our ethnic group. You just can't do it. That's erasure, right? We have a specific history. You're right. We do have a specific lineage here that the Jamaicans, the Haitians, the Africans, the Afro-Latinos just don't have, right? Also, if you were the ideal immigrant and you came here, you got your opportunity, you went back home, there will be no Black/African American, no Black community for y'all in y'all homelands. We can actually hear our people. And so we hear a bit of a dialect with you that is commonly coming from melanated immigrants. That's all. But I ain't do your genealogy. So it's a matter of what they do when they migrate here, because we don't really have a problem with getting the opportunity, but the disrespect that they have given to us for centuries, you're witnessing a response, but you say both sides. That's another clear sign that you may be tied up with some immigrants in your background. It's not a both side thing. This is a response from Black Americans to people who practically ride our backs and fight for nothing, don't have no bloodshed in this land, but swear they should have everything like the Black Americans get. Swear they should be in our reparations hearings. Swear that we're only living the hood. Like But by the age of 14, even though white tea people called them savages and stuff like that, and you didn't even ask me if I agreed with the host prompt, I ain't never said nothing. But I'm gonna tell you this. White tea people have said so much about Africans, but by the age of 14, and plus New York has a very heavy Pan-African culture, I knew my government was full of shit. Why do I see 50-year-old Africans, maybe even older, saying they told me to stay away from y'all? And so that gives them the right to diminish our ancestors to just slaves, call us just slave babies, or say that we're getting EBT and all of this when I can't even get EBT. So that shit pisses me off. But the disrespect to our ancestors is a lot for me. And that's when I decided, oh, if we playing that game, I'm standing on the right side of history, right? My ancestors, they're the right side. So that's all. So you and not in agreement, and you say that our opinion is not what makes our opinion more important than yours. Well, you're not able to see the rhetoric or the fact that they vote no for things specifically for Black Americans while getting things specifically for themselves and things that Black Americans have fought for. So they're double and triple dipping. All of this stuff is easily researchable, and maybe you might want to research some things and then come back. But I'm awfully tired of this double-sided narrative, and we're just upholding white tea when they're willing tools of white tea supremacy. They're willing tools. They don't fight white tea supremacy like we do. Everything's old colonization the West. And then they come over here and get in our military, and guess what they do? Strengthen it. They ain't January 6th and nothing. They ain't trying to get no resources back. Everything they get is off the back of my ancestors, the host ancestors, the chat of the lineage ancestors, telling us we all Black anyway. They all see us the same. No, they don't. Or them white tea people wanting to realize, yeah, they are tethered. They ain't Black American. They ain't heritage to this land. So no, we know they ain't like us. I just had to say that.
I
I
agree.
yeah. I'm not gonna say that I don't see some of where you're coming from because I have witnessed the disrespect of Black Americans in our culture, which I don't agree with. Um, I don't know. I don't feel like you're gonna
Here comes a
really
but. Here comes a but.
understand.
Always a but. It's always a but. And here comes
Well, I
another
mean,
troll,
yeah.
Dino, who I
I just
tore
have a
up on
different
another
view.
panel. And he gonna come in here and say
Oh,
how rude I am. But guess
he
what?
a
I'm a
troll.
mod here too. So be careful how you come for me, Dino. Go ahead, continue, Jalicia.
Oh, see, like I was saying, I do
Started it, not me.
understand. I don't agree with the disrespect of Black Americans because we have done a lot of work here. We push for civil rights. We are the reason that, people that look like us have a lot of the rights that they do. So I understand where you're coming from. Um, and I have had, I guess, African people say certain things to me that I don't agree with. But I just don't agree with calling entire continent, like the people of it, savages. That's it. But I also obviously don't agree with being anti-Black American because we do a lot, and our culture is all across the world, or I should say, it influences all across the world.
Um,
Okay. All right, hold on. Just where you from? What's your ethnicity?
so I am Somali. I was born in Canada, raised in Canada, but my husband is African American, so I currently reside in Africa. What I wanted to say with BX about BX is I definitely agree with some of the things that you are saying. I myself call myself a Pan-Africanist, and I make it a point to tell children of immigrants that they have to cut off their anti-blackness, because I can say there amongst Africans there is anti-blackness within our community because for whatever reason, right? um So that's something that I continuously speak about. That's something that I continually push. And what I personally push and is that we stop seeing each other as Africans and African Americans. Because at the end of the day, from the outsiders, like the colonizers or the white people or whoever may be, at the end of the day, we all do look the same to them,
No,
right?
we don't.
We definitely do.
Bro,
No,
white people, they think every
no,
Black woman looks like them. So
no,
let's be so
no,
for real, bro.
no, they don't. They can tell the difference.
I'm speaking as a dark-skinned Black woman
They
and
can
how I
tell the
present.
difference. They
Huh?
can tell the
Since
difference.
when?
They can tell
They
the
can't
difference.
tell the difference.
Yes, they can. Just like we can. Like, what are you talking about?
Since
I so
I'm
I
not
work
gonna
in
when?
just
health.
tell
So
you
I
this.
work in
One minute,
healthcare.
1 minute. No arguing, no arguing. This is a good conversation. Good conversation, right?
So
I
I
didn't go at nobody yet. So I want to tell you, ma'am. Wait, let me get it out. I could definitely tell the difference between a Caribbean Black American and an African. There is a difference. There literally is a difference. I can also tell when they're cosplaying dressed like a Black American, knowing that we don't wear our fashion a certain way. Y'all really aren't slick. Y'all are going off a skin tone alone. Y'all not looking at features. Y'all really aren't. Y'all not looking at the whole aesthetic. We know our people. I can even tell by people talking that they have some type of immigration in their background. And that's fine, man. But to diminish us, oh, well, they all see us anyway, the white tea people. No, they don't. No, they don't. Then why do they even list some Afro Latinos and some Africans as white tea? Like it's white tea is a status. It ain't really based off of complexion. It really is a status, but to be Black is an essence. It's a lineage. So y'all don't really know white tea people the way you do. That's why North Africans think they white tea now. Shit. But yeah,
Is that
cut it
not
out, please. We don't
featureism?
all look the same. Somalians look different than Nigerians. There's a difference.
no,
There's just a difference,
there
and
are
that's fine.
Somalis.
That's fine.
There's
That's fine. But I
Somalis
just
that
want to
have
say that I don't want to argue. We
no,
look
I'm
different,
not
man.
You can
arguing.
take that
I'm just
futurism
saying
shit back to Africa.
what
But
I'm
that
Cause
is
saying is
nobody
futurism.
was talking about futurist shit until y'all got the fuck over here and imported it.
what I'm saying
And
Black
is
along with
American
all those
myself
gender
is
Africa
saying
is
wars,
a
that.
large continent.
along with all those gender wars,
Exactly.
y'all
It has
brung that shit
54
over here with y'all.
countries,
What
but
Yeah,
I'm
not
we do.
saying
everybody's
We
part
is
of the
Africa
same.
is
everyone
a
knows that.
Africa
Everyone
is a
fucking knows
large
that.
continent, and
54
Everyone knows
countries.
that. I'm
there
trying
are
to.
northern
Did you just hold
Nigerians.
on? Did you just find that out?
Of course not.
Okay. So why do you think that other people don't know that, man?
What I'm saying to you is if you travel within Africa, right? There are northern Nigerian tribes that look like me. There are Somali people that look West African,
I
right?
don't. None of them
So you
motherfuckers
can't
look like us, though. No matter what you say, none of them look like us. All right.
you are
So
descendants of West
y'all
Africans.
can stop. No, the fuck I'm not.
They don't believe they're not they,
Listen,
which is
listen,
Oh,
fine.
listen,
they don't
y'all.
That's how
believe.
you
Hold
feel.
on,
Oh,
listen.
okay.
Justin,
Hold on,
stop
y'all.
saying
Hold
that they
on.
are the
Oh, okay.
alien
Then
race.
Hold on.
that's another.
Stop telling people who the fuck they are. All right? Stop doing that. You don't know me.
You are doing to us.
All right, let me drop your dumb ass. See, this is an
Bro,
example of an uncivilized
I
person.
think she's just trying to make a point that Africa's not a monolith, that there's so many different
Well,
cultures and
they
people.
are,
That's
yeah,
all
they
she's
look
saying.
different, and
Can
they
I?
can identify different fucking tribes from their
Right,
locations. Like, why do you think that when we see them, we don't see them as who they are? Like,
right.
I'm not gonna mistake a fucking Nigerian for a Black American. It's just not
I,
gonna
I
happen.
literally went to a
Yeah, so
Nigerian
that means
parade
you're
and
gonna
all of them look.
purposely. That means you're gonna
You guys look
purposely
alike.
allow yourself to do it. That's
I'm
what you're
not. You
gonna do.
guys just said
Not
that
even
you guys
Nigerian,
think
but
Hold
I
You
that.
on, let's
don't
get
acknowledge
look
some.
that
like
you
these
Hold
guys look
on,
motherfuckers.
hold on.
similar.
Let's get some order back here, right?
Yeah,
We
and it's
went.
not
You
on
went
you.
already, Jalecia. Everybody else remain on their mic
Yeah,
until we finish speaking to just I don't know the other part, just Haley. So I'm gonna
yeah.
That's
say that
Halimo.
you. Halimon. So
Yeah.
you say that they don't see a difference. Me and the host say that they do. We
I didn't
actually
say
see
that. I didn't say that there. That that What I'm saying is Africa is not a monolith. Is what I'm saying. I'm
I was
saying there
going
are.
before that statement when you said that white tea people view us all the same. Did you mean features, ma'am? Let me clear that up. Did you mean feature wise?
I just meant skin color wise.
Right,
Right.
but there's
See,
also a distinctness within your features, the Caribbean features and Black American features. For me, I can tell who is of foreign descent, right, due to their eyes and their eye structure. It's a certain look, and I can pick that up. Also by their tone, how they talk. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that there because I can't give you all my secrets, right?
That's fine. Well, I'm
But yeah,
Canadian, so
okay.
I'm
So
always.
we
I'm.
respectfully disagree with you. Go
No,
ahead.
I'm
I mean,
Canadian,
she's
so
wrong. We
I'm
can't
gonna
even
sound.
respectfully disagree with that.
I'm gonna sound different anyways. What I'm saying is, as a Pan Africanist, as my role as an African, as a child of immigrants, what I
Hold
do is I
on.
educate.
Hold on.
Molly means ICE will be racially profiling black Americans. Let me be clear here. I'm going to be honest with you. It's pretty hard for me to tell like Koreans and Japanese apart. I'm not going to lie. Like same thing with Laotian, Cambodian, they can kind of be the same. Yeah. I probably would be the same with like people from the Democratic Republic of Congo versus the other Congo one. But no one's going to be mistaking Michael B. Jordan for a Somali. Like they're very easily identifiable, often because not because of their race, to be clear, because of the hardcore ugliness due to generations of inbreeding. Right, like half
Wow.
Somalis, right? That's why they have the weird look and they're malnourished. It's pretty easily identifiable.
Hold on,
like,
y'all.
We should get as a new game, Spot the Somali.
Oh, that would be a fun game.
Yeah.
Maybe they're gonna trick us with a white Somalian.
No, I don't think there was one.
All right, so, and that's just one clip. I got more.
Looking for tax help?
So why didn't he compare him to a
That is the
Nigerian?
best clip
Yeah.
I've ever
He used
heard.
the East African as an example. Like, of course, a Black American is gonna look different from a East African.
We
Well,
gonna
I
look
was gonna
different
actually,
similar.
from all
I
of
wanted to
y'all.
veggie back off of BX because I don't even need that. And if you really
Michael
know,
B.
then you,
Jordan looks
if,
Nigerian.
ma'am, please, I'll let you speak. I'm responding to you. If you're really good like me, and I think BX has it too from what she said, I can tell the actual where y'all are from. Not only that y'all aren't us, and I mean 85%. I'm on point.
Oh, thank
Whether
God,
they
yeah.
be the
Thank God you can tell
Haitians,
where
y'all
I'm
got
from.
certain lips and they custom go in on the side and darker around the eyes. The Jamaicans got a stronger cheekbone. I mean, I
One
can
color. We're
tell.
not different
I can get the
colors.
Trini. I can tell a dark and light skinned Trini. Like we can do this because we
Color.
know y'all
Hey,
ain't
have
us.
some self-control,
I,
Peachy.
Our
I'm
whole
asking
body is
like you
one
brother.
have to
color. We're
calm
Hold
not
down,
on.
Peachy
different.
Mango,
Let him
please.
finish. Have some
I
I'm an
didn't get to
self-control.
finish
expert.
my statement.
And you're not even listening. Please control yourself. This is what the title is talking about. So again, some of us can. I'm not saying every Black American or every race can do that, period. But I've mastered it. So I'm able to look and actually identify, even down to South Americans and Ghanaians. So y'all are playing in our face because y'all know the difference too, except for that 15% of the time that I said. And a lot of y'all, Caribbeans actually, are mixed with Indian and Chinese in Jamaica, and the Spaniards in Trinidad, and the Jamaican, the Chinese, Indo-Jamaican. So we've studied all this stuff, and y'all can't play with us anymore. So I'm just sorry. And Indian, red dot Indians too. But and down to the African different, y'all can tell y'all different tribes, but saying you can't tell our different phenotypes is different. It's insane. I land.
Yes, sir.
What do you mean Indian? Most Jamaicans, they have the most African DNA in the Caribbean,
All
aside from
right, hold on,
Haitians.
Peachy. Hold on, Peachy. All right, I'm gonna give you 30 seconds to wrap it up, just, and then we're gonna move on to the next person.
So basically what I'm saying is um the xenophobia and the division between you're African and I'm African American. I'm just saying that stuff has to stop because the only thing it does is benefit white supremacy at the end of the day if we stand divided.
No, it
That's all
doesn't.
I'm saying.
It benefits
Exactly.
Black Americans to not be
Exactly.
connected to people that we are not the same ethnic group. So it don't have nothing to do with
But
white
okay,
supremacists, okay?
right.
And
But you guys
also,
say that.
hold on. Also, identifying ourselves as our own distinct ethnic group is not xenophobia, okay?
No, I'm saying the
And it's something that
division.
it's no. Listen, we were never together, so there is no division, okay? It's 54 countries in Africa. There's 54 countries on the continent, and they don't get along. It's a division over
Nada.
there.
We denied you
Y'all
guys
didn't let
because of the
nobody in the
behavior.
African Union. Nobody. Now y'all want everybody in. So we're not gonna
Oh.
play those games. Y'all asking for reparations for us. It's
We're
just
not
too
asking for
much. It's
reparations
too
at
much.
all.
Y'all are cursed for selling us,
Right.
and y'all don't want to admit it. So and
Yeah,
Okay, look at us
furthermore,
Africans.
that
So you
and
happened.
can,
furthermore,
for
another
clarification.
telling part, and this is a good one. I believe it was either T Scholars or Coach TP that came up with it. I think they came up together. The hairlines, because we invented the crispy hairline and fade. we also know that none of you have that hairline. And
We
Africans
created
have a hairline,
dreadlocks,
Caribbeans have
braids,
a
box
hairline, and
braids.
Africans have a hairline. And it is not like most
We
black
created dreads
Americans,
though. You guys wear
regardless of
We
skin
created
dreadlocks,
tone.
dreadlocks. We created the
Y'all
nails.
box
We
foreheads,
braids. You
created
guys love to
we
everything.
get your
created
hair done by
Cheekbone
Africans,
is
by the
Hold on,
way.
hold on, hold on, hold
That's
on.
culture appropriation
Hold
right
on,
there.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Everybody braids. Everybody. The natives, the
Box
Chinese, the
braids.
this, the that. No. Y'all didn't have hair, y'all had mud.
Box
That's what y'all
braids
used
were
in y'all hair. Who created the
South
synthetic hair? So
Africa.
if your big claim to fame is using mud and cow shit to do extensions, that's on
Hey,
you.
that's
But
one
you
tribe.
can't outstyle a black American, honey. You can't even outstyle a
Talking
Jamaican.
Fulani.
Africans are too
Yeah, I was gonna say
primitive.
Fulani
Y'all
brain.
are
Hey
on
Pete,
these
I'm
Primitive.
about to
profile
hold
pictures
on,
fucking
y'all. I'm
Like
about
each
to
everybody.
other
drop
on
Shut the hell
y'all.
Roblox.
up. So
I'm about
let
to
me tell
drop
you,
y'all.
since
Hold
you
on.
won't let me talk, stay in
Yeah.
the comments while you hear this.
Yeah.
Y'all are so primitive. Y'all are in our aesthetics, trying to say y'all are proud Africans. Like y'all really got to evolve. And the people is a reflection of their homeland. But since y'all are in our homeland, the shit is really starting to look a little outrageous with this last legal invasion of the illegals, right? So no, you got to go because nobody wants to live in a third world nation, not even y'all. There are 33 countries over there on that continent that needs development. Take the fucking Caribbean with you, all the rest of the pan goofies, right? The pan Americans, the pan Africans, and go over there and fix that shit, okay? We got home. This is our home. And you're in Canada. You're in Canada, just Halimo.
I live in
Like,
Chicago.
go home, fix your homeland. How does a
Oh,
homeland
we
get built if
close.
you
Period.
don't fix it? If you don't fix it, how does it get fixed? You know why black Americans got everything they got in their nation that we could come and buy some of your nations on the continent? Because we stayed home and we fought here. And now y'all displacing us and doing too much, undermining us in our own homeland. And you think we ain't tired of y'all? And you over there, but we don't even hear from the fucking Nova Scotians, but we got to hear from the Somalians in Canada. And the Nova Scotians are really us.
Again, I live in
No,
Chicago.
this is too
I'm
much.
married to a
Now, tonight, you're not married to an African American. You probably believe married to an African, okay, who thinks he's African American. Let's be for real. Let's be really real. Now, everybody calm down because y'all are doing too much. I've been on the clock. And what I got to tell you is y'all have muddied the waters with our relationship with y'all. Cut it out. So now I was being respectful. You say we look alike. Every black Americans say we don't. That's fine. Even Jalecia here. She thinks savage is too harsh of a word. Fine, that's all good. But all this talking over each other, talking about y'all invented braids, everybody was braiding. Everybody was braiding, but can't nobody outstyle a black American. So I don't care where the technique come from. Y'all ain't have the tools to do what the fuck we was doing. Not in
Right. That's a
Africa, you
fact.
didn't. Y'all can't outstyle. Just face it. The slaves and the slave babies have outdid y'all. We could go over there and buy a couple of countries over there on the continent because y'all are only worth a couple of billion and we're worth a couple of trillion. And y'all over here getting on my good God last damn nerve instead of taking the cash and self-deporting to your homeland and making something shake for y'all. Deport them black Americans that's on the continent and they're going to come home and get shit popping because that's just what we do. Take notes. Don't offend, take notes. And don't cosplay us, our aesthetics and shit. Come here with some traditional African style. Right? Them extensions with the huts and the little things in the mud and shit. The cow piss and dung and shit. Do that shit.
Some
But
funky
stop
ass
playing us, because
dashiki.
now it's annoying. God
Them
damn.
musty
It's fucking
dashiki.
annoying.
All right, we
Like,
The
gonna
sheep
go
is
to hold on, Jalecia. It's on ZZ. All right, where you from? What's your ethnicity?
I was born in America. My parents are African.
Okay, from what country?
Africa. I born in America. Are you understanding this?
Oh, room
I ain't got
temperature,
time for
room temperature,
bullshit.
bro.
I don't even waste my time with them motherfuckers. All right, John, how do you pronounce this? Is it John? You, Ray,
John and Nay.
John and Nay.
Yeah.
All right, where you from? What's your ethnicity?
I'm from America, and I'm
What's your
black.
ethnicity?
I'm black.
Do you have an immigrant background?
No, it's not.
Huh?
No,
You said no, you do not?
correct.
Mm, I don't believe that.
Not my problem.
I don't believe it. And you had a flag in your bio. What happened to it?
Who had a flag in their bio?
You.
Never did.
All right.
You're an
Well,
accent. Where in America do what state, ma'am? What state?
Georgia.
Who?
Georgia.
Georgia?
Yeah.
Do you
Georgia.
have a speech impediment?
No, do you?
Okay, so what year did you trace your family back to?
18 something.
18 what? It's a specific year. Specific year.
1800s.
No, that doesn't cut it. What year? You trace your family, right? So you have to hit a
I
year. What year?
gave you the answer. If you don't choose to accept it, that's
Okay,
on
so
you.
so she's a tether. I hear it all in her voice, especially in Atlanta, because Atlanta's like Little New York, right? It's like Little New York. It really is. Half of New York migrated there between the 70s and 90s.
Messed up. They messed up so bad.
Yeah,
Most
see?
How
most
do
of
you
my
dictate
childhood
who's a
friends, I didn't even
tether?
So
realize that
there's a
they were
legal
all
framework,
not Black
ma'am. Do your
Americans.
research on your own. There's a legal framework
hey,
for why we can say half the things that we say, and it's a specific year. If you don't make the year, or you come here a year after the year, then you are an immigrant. Point blank simple. It's a specific year,
I mean,
and
I'm
foundational
looking
Black
at her page.
Americans
Her
know that
granddaddy
year.
do. Hold on. Her granddaddy look like, cause I think she's mixed. I think she's half.
Could be.
I'm,
Well,
I'm
and,
researching. No, I'm not. Don't quote me. I'm just going from her
uh,
page. Right.
but
So,
so
cause
let's just go.
she sounded like not one of us. That's why I had to check. So I'm looking. Give me a second.
Yeah,
Why? Because I'm
yeah, she
articulate.
did. No, you're not
No,
articulate. You
Why
sound
y'all?
like you have
I'm
a
not
speech
going about
What
that.
impediment, ma'am.
sound?
Period. You're
What
mispronouncing
sound do y'all
certain
be
stuff.
talking about?
You're being very tetherish, right? That's how tethers act, like you. And I've been seeing you in our chats all day, so you picked up a little pointers on what to say, ma'am. Answer the prompt. Answer the prompt. I'm over it. I'm over it. Just answer the prompt. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
She's a tether.
Why aren't Africans civilized enough to? Um, I think Africans do have great conversations.
okay, but what about the girl that just crashed out? What about her?
I didn't hear crash out.
Oh, you didn't? You didn't hear the stuff she said before she got dropped?
No, I heard someone giving their point of view that y'all disagree with, but I didn't hear crash out.
Yeah, but what you didn't hear was nobody cuss at her or disrespect her. But when she like left, before she left, that's what she did. She acted very uncivilized.
Well, a lot of black people act
Yeah, of
uncivilized as
course.
well.
See? And this is what always happens. I said something about her, you deflected onto black people.
No, I'm just giving you an illustration of what you brought.
No, that's what you did. Like
Okay,
you just excused what she said to
I
say,
didn't
well, black
excuse
people do it
anything.
too. Well,
I
black
didn't
people do it
excuse.
too.
I didn't excuse anything, sir.
Yes, you did. Because when I said what I said, you skipped
I
right
gave
over
you a
and said, well,
comparison.
black people do it too. That's what you
A,
said,
com-
man.
a
That's
comparison
what
is
you
not an
said.
a
But
comparison is
why
not
skip
an excuse.
over what she said?
A comparison is not an excuse, sir.
All right, look, lady, I'm not going to go back and forth with you about it. You
Hmm.
skipped past it, though. But
Okay.
anyway, we're going to keep it pushing. All right, we're going to go to Queen Black and then Pamela. How you doing, Queen Black? Hey.
Hey, Matum D and BX.
Hey, Queen.
So why aren't Africans civilized enough to have a civilized conversation about their primitive and savage culture in existence? Well, they come from a lying, scamming culture on the continent. So people that lie all the time, they're not going to be able to have a real civilized conversation. They have to change their ways. They have to evolve, into a more civilized being. That way, they won't have an attitude when they come up here and speak to us. They will be able to speak the truth. We do come across very few that will, but as we can see, that's very um, far in between. The girl that came up here, I forgot her name, but I think she said she was Somalian and she was married to a Black American, and I believe she said we should get rid of being African and Black. I think that's what I heard. I don't know if anybody else heard it, but um, if she has any children with a Black American man, you can be sure that she's going to be teaching the child um, ethnic erasure. She's not going to be teaching the child the truth. That's going to be a disaster. It's going to be another biethnic disaster. And looking similar to someone and having the same skin color does not make you the same as us. We're two different people. We have our own genetic profile, different skulls. So they need to stop with the, if they see us, they're not going to think we're the same people. I grew up amongst Black Americans because I'm a Black American. And when they flooded our communities with immigrants from different countries, melanated immigrants, as soon as I came outside, I knew that you weren't us. So we have distinct looks about us. So y'all need to stop saying that. That's what I want to say.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that. I agree with it. All right, Pamela, where you from? What's your ethnicity?
Hi, my father's Black American. Traced his family back to 1802. Um, my mother's of West Indian background. She's Bahamian, which is basically out of Florida, which is basically Black American. She's been here since she was little.
That
So
don't make her a Black American, though, man.
she knows nothing about the Bahamas. She's never
Okay,
even been
well,
back.
it still don't make her a Black American, though.
I'm just telling you. So all we know is Black American, everything. I'm born here. I'm fully Black American.
How?
What do you mean how?
Being
You are
born
what your
here
father
doesn't make
is.
you Black
You are
American.
what your father is. That's the
No,
law.
you're bi-ethnic.
Being born here doesn't make you Black
You're
American. That's all.
bi-ethnic, ma'am. You're bi-ethnic. You do understand that, right?
Nope.
Yeah. You just,
Um,
Jesus Christ. You
right.
just
So your
said that your
mother.
mom. Yeah,
Go
go ahead,
ahead. Go
BX. You
ahead.
got it. No, you
So
got it. Go ahead.
yeah. So you know that we do. Well, many of us, right? Some of us accept by ethnics as foundational Black American. However, what we don't like is the appropriation and the hiding of the immigration. You was open about that, but just because this is all your mother knows is not our fault. Nor should she think she's Black American when she's of Caribbean descent, and that's fine. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. What y'all are doing, like if she says, yeah, well, basically I'm Black American, is diminishing what our ancestors went through on this land.
Yeah, but that's also
Because
my
she has her
ancestors. So
own history.
my father's a Black American. So
And
yes,
that's fine. That you could sleep with a Black American all day. Doesn't make if you're Caribbean, doesn't make you Black American. You're still Caribbean,
that's
right?
my mother. That ain't got nothing to do
Right.
with me.
So she's still
It do
Caribbean,
have.
but
What's your
you're saying
name?
It
full.
does, Pam. That's
Crazy.
you're half of what your mama is.
You
What you
know
talking
Yes,
what?
about?
like that's.
You know what? I got to be
Gonna
honest.
erase your mom?
We've been through this. Well, y'all haven't, but I've been through this with her before. I have. Really,
Oh,
right? And
okay. This is
sometimes
my
she
first
picks it
encounter.
up, but now she's giving a little pushback. So all we're saying is that you're bi-ethnic, and that's fine. I have bi-ethnic children. They'll tell you my mother's just what you did, but they
Right.
ain't gonna say my father's Black American because America's all he know. That's not true.
Works.
That's not how it works. There's a legal framework for who is Black American. And the fact that you say your mother is Bohemian, that means she's not Black American. She
Bahamian.
understands who she is. Say that again.
Bahamian.
Bohemian.
Bahamas.
That's how I talk. Okay. I got a New York accent. I do New
Yeah,
York
let
Yeah,
her
you
things.
talk
You
sound
how
know
like
she
what
my
I was
talk.
mother.
saying. You know what I was saying.
Yeah, you
But
sound.
no, your mother talks like me because my ancestors is actually from New York. Okay. No immigrant. Thank you. So here's the issue. Fine, you're bi-ethnic. Do you understand that? You have one foundational Black American parent and one who is of Caribbean ancestry. Do you understand that, ma'am? Because I ain't about to censor you tonight. I'm just not.
Anyway, let me answer the question. Why aren't Africans so?
Do you understand you're bi-ethnic, ma'am? See, this is what they do. They want to center themselves, and when people aren't centering them, they go ahead
You
and do that. They run the panel. That's just not the case. She doesn't. She's not
you're
acknowledging that she
muting me.
understands she's bi-ethnic, which means she's gonna go to another room and do this dumb shit again.
I
BX,
don't
you
even
gotta
think
Stop
say,
she's
judging me.
bi-ethnic. I
Stop
think she's
judging me.
Caribbean on both sides. I
Stop
think she's
judging
lying.
me. No, I'm not. Don't judge me.
that,
Caribbean on both sides, honestly.
this is a clear example of ethnic erasure of Black Americans.
Right.
How
Correct.
she's trying to shoe in her one of her parents' foreign side to be Black American. We have a lineage to protect, ma'am. That is all. And you're taking offense to it. She has a bloodline also, but it's not Black American. Whichever your parents is behind Bahamian, that's their lineage. That's their lineage. Why are you trying to erase that and trying to make them us? Don't do that. That's disrespectful to us.
Okay, sorry.
She's lying. She's not even half.
I
We
am
respect
half. What
our
do you
half.
mean half?
She ain't even half. She lying about that.
What do
That's
you
what
mean
I'm
I'm lying
telling
about
y'all.
that? That don't make sense. That
And
makes
it
no
is.
sense.
We do have Bahamian, and that's who came in to Florida in the
That's
early
right.
1800s.
And
No, no,
built
no.
But
Wait,
Florida.
wait, 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 wait.
but
Before
that
you
is
do
a
that, BT, some of us went and I just looked this up, not to just now with her, but this conversation came up before because if you notice the Bohemians are trying to claim the Gullah Geechee, right? So we did a little digging and some of ours went into Bahamas, and brought their food and their culture to the Bahamas. So I kind of don't want to say they came here if we went there and influenced them.
See, no,
That's
that
all
was the
I'm saying.
Barbados to the Carolinas, but the
Oh,
Bahamians. So she,
okay.
no, I
Thank
got you.
you.
Now that's, but you are right about that too, and that's
Thank
that's
you.
the tricky one. Now that is tricky. What they had going on, it did.
Very
It's
tricky.
it would take an hour for us to unpack. But this Bahamas thing is not that hard. They did come because they got freed first to Florida in the early 1800s. And it was a brother I know, and some of them from here know him. His name is Rob Bourne on Clubhouse, because he didn't know where his dad was from. We found him, he Black American, but his mom's history was crazier because they were Bahamian, but they've been here since 1814. And so, but in Florida though, but they went out of their way to remain Bahamian until he was born. So when we was tracing his lineage, everybody, instead of marrying Black Americans, because they was free, we were still enslaved, they was
Right.
replacing, but they allowed the Bahamians to come over here because they was free down to Florida. And we did have a Seminole thing, but they weren't with them. They were separate. And they had towns with our free people, but our people still enslaved, but they were only having kids with more Bahamians from the Bahamas, not with Black Americans until like the 1970s. It was crazy, and we never seen that. But she not even one of them, cause like he didn't even, that nigga think he Black American. He didn't even know this. We had his parents didn't tell him you Bahamian because it was the 1814. But the
Okay.
point is, they've been here so long. But these people, no, her family came on this bit the last 50 years, and she's lying about being a half seat. She's both sides Caribbean. I can look at her PTR and tell. Now, John and Nay, I can't figure you out because either your dad or granddaddy does look like pure Black American. I don't see any other lineage on your page. You think you slick, but I will figure this out. And I am
Okay,
Maybe
investigating.
she's just a
that's
Pan
not true.
African.
Good luck with
Maybe
that.
she just a Pan, but she does have a
Yo,
little dialect that's
that's
not
not
Black
true.
American. But
I
one
am Black
moment,
American,
Pamela,
my
he
father's
was
side.
talking. Wait. He was actually talking to John and Nate that last part of the statement, but I don't want to confuse everything. So thank you for that history. But the fact that they remained together, they didn't intermarry or assimilate into Black Americans from the 1840s to the 1900s. They wanted to keep their bloodline, their lineage pure, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
My point. How do you do that long, BX? From 1814 until 1970, every marriage record that we checked, because years ago we used to help everybody do their lineage. It
Right.
literally, we would find it was a fresh Bahamian that they would get with. I
You,
said, this is fascinating. That
No,
long,
that's
they were
that's
able to do that.
intentional. That's
So
intentional.
Florida
They
is
didn't want
tricky.
Good day,
to
everyone.
assimilate with
It
us.
gotta be intentional. You
Yeah.
got like that's it's
It
impossible.
was
They weren't
intentional
treated like us neither
because
because
We're delineating, but we
it
can't.
was like that because like even my
Oh Lord,
mother's
no, I
mother
don't think I
got
want to hear from Pamela. Because you should have led with that story at first. You just was like, nope, she's black, so she's black American. Like you didn't give us the history. We got to go with what you went with first, Pamela.
what are you talking about?
But
I
do
told
y'all
you
want to
up
hear
front my
it?
mother's
Do you
Bahamian.
want
What
to
are you
hear
talking
it?
about?
Do y'all want to hear it?
Only in Florida too. Let me be clear. That's only in South
Okay.
Florida.
Yes. That's what I said. I said my mother's Bahamian, my father's black American. And
And you muddied the waters with this is all she knows. So she's like, well, basically black American, that thing there. And then we had to stop. Now you coming in with the history because you heard BT mention it first when you could have said that
I'm
from the
not
gate
coming
and
in
we would
with
have
the
been like, oh,
history.
He's saying that so you could use it
I'm
yeah.
just adding on to what he's saying.
to educate
I'm
my
trying to tell
people.
you why they
Uh-huh.
were basically marrying into each other. I'm just telling you why. They brought him over to Florida to build Florida. They was all in Overtown. Okay? So they came into Florida, Miami, Overtown, blah, 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 building over there. Okay? And they would even be deporting them. So they was like scared, like ICE over here. They was scared like that. So they had to huddle together because they only knew. And another thing, they had big families. They had 10 and 15 kids, crap like that. And all they knew was each other. But go ahead. I'm just telling you.
No. Okay. Okay. All right. Like, they ain't the only ones with big families and crap like that. Because we all come from big families, believe it or not. From the South, from the North, from the
Yes.
Midwest to the West Coast. A lot of our grannies had 10, 12, 15 even. So, yeah, that's
Exactly.
nothing
And my black
exceptional,
American
right?
grandmother had 10 boys and one girl. And they lived next
All
door,
right,
the house next door to my
I
other
don't feel like
grandmother.
centering you. Go ahead to the
And that's
prompt,
how my
please.
mother and
Go
father
ahead to
got
the
together.
prompt. Yeah, by estimate. Go to the prompt, please. We get it.
And
We get it.
all
Can
right.
you answer the prompt?
Oh, now I can answer the prompt. Why aren't Africans civilized enough to have a civil conversation about their primitive and savage culture existence? Well, I think it's because it's a male dominated society. And where they come from, they don't really have a respect for the females. Like that's why a lot of them will come here, marry the girl that's at home, and come here, make their money, and go back. Why? Because they expect to be served, and they know they can't play that with the ones here. But go ahead.
What
I
you talking
I
about?
pass.
All right.
Land my plane.
Can I talk now?
Yeah, man, you eager as hell to speak. Where you from? What's your ethnicity?
Oh, good evening, everybody. First of all, I was on the chat and I was asking, hey, can I talk? Can I talk? I was asking, please, can I
Did
hit
you
the
hear a
floor? Can I talk?
conversation taking place?
I heard the conversation
Okay,
and I
so
went. So
why
that's why I said,
why in a
if it's
moment?
okay.
Hold on, wait a minute. Why in a moment that you hear dialogue happening, do you think it's the right time to say, "Can I speak"? Like everybody have an order in which they came on the panel, and that's the order that they speak in.
Okay,
But it's
so
on you now. So
I can
where are you
wait if you
from?
want
And
me to.
it's on you now. Where are you from? What's your ethnicity?
Okay, I'm Nigerian and I live in America. So I'm African.
All right. What's your thoughts on the prompt?
Okay, first of all, I think the topic is a misconception. Africa is not under civilized. Africa is actually civilized. Depending on the angle where you're looking at it from, or I don't know how many countries you've been in Africa because there's so many countries in Africa. So, and if we are told, or it's in the history books that civilization actually started in Africa, which is Egypt. Why would someone say that Africa is under civilized? And why
Well,
would
I
someone
mean,
say Africa or why?
I think you know why people say that it's uncivilized.
Okay, okay,
Because you've seen
so
these things with your own eyes, right?
okay, I am here to clear it up. Africa is
You're
not
not going to clear up anything. You're not going to convince us any different than what we already think and know.
okay. So there's no need for me to talk, right? Since I
I
can
mean, if you
even
think that,
have my point.
if you think you're going to somehow convince us that
No,
they're not
I'm not here to.
uncivilized,
No. Far from it. I'm not here to convince anybody. I'm not here to convince anybody. But I am here to say this as someone that grew up from in Africa, in Nigeria, West Africa, to say my own part, my experience, and what I know.
so let me ask you this. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Is it true that it's 48 million people practicing open defecation in your country?
That's a lie.
No,
What?
it's not. That's not a lie.
That's a lie.
That
What?
is not a lie.
That's a big lie.
No, it's
Stop
not.
it.
I'm telling you, that's a big lie.
Stop.
So hold on, Pamela.
There's even a
So
running joke. They
how
said
long
never
you
shake hands.
right? How
Even Bam know that.
so look, how long did you live in Nigeria? You said you live in America now?
I was born in Nigeria. I was born
Okay,
and bred in
where do you
Nigeria.
live now? Where do you live now?
I live in California, Los
In
Angeles.
California. So how long did you live in Nigeria?
I just came here 2012. So all my
So
life I've
are
been
you
living in
saying
Nigeria.
okay, so are you saying that your whole time there you never seen that it's an open defecation problem there?
There is no open defecation problem.
So listen, man,
Why are there signs?
right. That's like I don't understand why y'all continue to lie. Like we know what's going on over there,
You were
sir.
This is
asking
the
me,
lion
you were
culture we were talking about.
Yeah.
excuse me. You were asking me a question and I'm answering you.
hmm
I cannot
No,
tell you that
you're
okay,
not
just
being
like now.
honest about it.
Okay. Can I go ahead?
You're not being honest about it
Yeah,
though.
let me look up the
Okay.
signs.
I
I
shouldn't
got a
talk.
sign.
Can I go ahead?
It's signs that say beaches are for like swimming and having fun. It's not for like taking a shit. That's what the signs say basically. Have you never seen those signs?
I have never seen a sign like that in my life.
All right, look, man. All these people do is lie.
Why is it hard for you to believe? Okay, for
Cause
Pathetic.
example,
that's a
when I
fucking
came here,
lie.
excuse
All
me.
right,
When I
listen,
came,
hold on. I don't want to hear no more. I just don't want to hear it. So we gonna move the mic to Magic and then Rich Rate.
it's very unfair. Just one thing.
Yeah, I don't want to hear the bullshit. All right, where you come from, you might think lying and scamming is a form of intelligence, but what I think about it is you just fucking lying. All right. But anyway, Magic, where you from? What's your
Can you
ethnicity?
give me just 1 minute?
No, I'm not giving you any fucking thing. And we'll come back around to you. Please don't come off your mic again. All right, Magic, where you from? What's your ethnicity?
So, listen to this. I can just imagine that.
I asked you a question.
I
Where are
mean,
you from? What's your ethnicity?
you're not going to listen
If
to
you
me too.
slow,
So,
if
I
you're
must.
slow and you can't comprehend what I asked you, you can just drop down. Because I'm not going to go all around the world with this bullshit with you. All right? If you don't want to say where you're from and your ethnicity, just drop.
But you just mute me. How do you want me to
All
talk when
right.
you mute me?
All right. So we're going to move on to Rich Rate. Rich Rate, where you from? What's your ethnicity?
Anyway, brother, I'm from Ghana, Accra, to be precise.
Okay, where
I
you
had a conversation.
currently located?
I said I'm from Ghana,
And I asked
Africa.
you where are you currently located?
Excuse me, what did you say?
Where are you presently located in the world? Where are you presently
Oh, now
located?
I
Where
am in the
where do
Middle
you
East.
live?
I
Where do
am
you
in the
live
Middle
now?
East. I am in the Middle East. Middle East. All right. Okay.
All right.
So
Okay.
let me go ahead. Now the conversation, the topic is why aren't Africans civilized enough to have a civil conversation about their primitive and savage culture existence, isn't it? All right. So in this regard, I would love to ask, what is the definition of civilization? Can you
It's the
define?
opposite of what
Can you?
goes on in your
Oh,
country.
sorry.
It's the opposite of what goes on in your country.
Like what? Because have you been to Africa before?
Like people running around and throwing tires on people's necks because they believe in different religions.
You see,
It's people.
Africa.
It's people going to schools, grabbing up 300 girls and just kidnapping them. I mean, stuff like that.
Can you hear me? I was talking. Somebody muted me. Okay, what I'm trying to say is that Africa is a very huge continent. Africa is not only a country; it's one country with only
We
one
know
people.
it's 54 countries. We know.
No, 54, 54. All right.
That's what I just said.
All right.
Now I want
So
to know when did you find out it was 54 countries?
when did I? I was born and
Yes.
raised in
When
Africa,
did you
so I
find
know
out?
Africa.
How
I was
many? How
born
many
in.
of the 50? Hold on. Let me ask you. How many of the 54 countries have you traveled to?
Come on, man. Recently, we just had South
Don't
Sudan.
say. Don't tell me. Come on. Just answer the fucking question. How
Oh
many of
no,
the
are
54
we talking
countries
about the
have you
preference? We are
traveled
talking
to?
about primitive. The
How
primitive.
many of the 54 countries did you travel to? Okay, come off your mic. How many of the 54
More than
countries did you travel to?
more than 10 countries in Africa.
Yeah, that's a lie.
Yes, more than 10
That's a
countries.
lie.
On
That's a
African,
lie.
North
But
Africa,
let's
Libya,
let's.
Algeria, Morocco, Egypt, I know.
All right, go ahead and speak to the prompt. I don't believe that.
Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
go ahead. Speak to the prompt.
I've been traveling around the world for 32 good years. So listen
Yeah,
to me.
you know what? You travel everywhere but the continent.
Listen to
You go
me. I
any.
give you
You
a
go
specific.
anywhere, but you
Can
get
we
the fuck
talk?
about it. You get off that
Can
shithole
we talk?
continent
Can we talk?
as soon as
I just want.
possible.
I said I've been
Every
traveling
chance you
around the
get,
world
you
for
leave that
32
shithole.
good years.
Jesus
So
Christ.
listen
All
to
right,
me.
look,
Not only Africa, outside Africa
look,
also.
look.
So listen
Speak
to
to the
me.
prompt. Speak to the prompt.
Can I
Speak to the
talk?
prompt.
Can I
Yes.
talk? Have you been to Africa
What's your
before?
thoughts on the prompt?
Hello, bro. Have you
What's
been
your
to Africa
thoughts on the
before?
What's your thoughts on the prompt? No, and I don't
All right.
plan to go.
Oh, good. It's good. That's good. All right.
But it
So
does not
what I'm
mean
trying to.
that it don't mean that you can't do research on what goes on over there, sir.
No, you
All
don't need to
right?
do research. Go there and see it by yourself. Better.
No. Why would
Because
I want to go
sometimes,
a place
listen,
that y'all
listen.
fleeing from?
Hello, listen,
Why
bro.
would hold
I've
on?
never
Why
been
would
to
I
America.
Jesus?
I have
Why would
never
I
been to
want to
America.
go?
I've never been to the United.
Why would I want to go somewhere that y'all are fleeing from every chance y'all get? It just don't make sense to me to do that. To leave a place where
How can you
it's a
allow us
first
to
world
have a civil
country,
conversation?
it's a
You are
first
talking.
world country to go to a third to fourth world country. It really don't make sense to me.
Hello, hello.
Okay?
Can you
Yeah,
allow
man.
us to have civil conversation?
You're not having a civil conversation.
No, no. You see,
I'm
we
on
are
the
talking
verge
about
of dropping you.
civilized conversation.
I'm
You are
on
not
a.
doing it. You are not doing it. I am African and I know what I'm talking about. You don't want to listen. Why? I am telling you what I know. I am telling you what I have experienced. You are there telling me that what you study on someone's paper. Come on, bro.
Mhm.
We don't do things like that. All right? Africa is
No,
a very huge continent. We have
Africa
so
is a
many.
shithole continent. All right, thank you.
Can I come in?
Hold on, let me see something real quick, because I believe it was Duchess. So Duchess, where you from? What's your ethnicity? Duchess, are you here? Duchess. All right, we're gonna move on to this person up top. Where you from? What's your ethnicity?
Yeah, I'm from Ghana
Okay,
and
where
I'm
you
Ashanti
presently?
guy.
Where you located presently?
I'm in America now.
Oh, okay, of course. All right, what's
Okay,
your
good.
thoughts on the prompt?
Actually, can you fix your microphone well, because it seems like you connect how do you call it, a headphone on it, so we can hear you clear. So if you
Say
can
you
change
can't
the
hear me.
microphone out, yeah, we can hear you, but it's not clear like that.
Can anybody else on the panel hear me
Yeah, he
clearly? Or
lying. He joking, man. Go ahead with your
oh,
submission.
But
okay.
I can
Mm.
hear you more than
Go with
the
your
host. That's
submission,
why.
man. Go ahead.
Okay, good. My problem is like I'm not here to change anybody's mind. But the thing is, I don't blame you guys. I'm not gonna blame African too. You know what I mean? But it's like what you see on internet. That's why
Can
you
you
guys believe.
speak? Can you read the prompt? Like you're not about
Yeah,
to
I'm not.
tell us
I'm
why
not.
we
I'm not.
believe something.
Listen, I'm not here.
Hold on. Can you read the prompt? That's the only reason that you up here. Anything else you want to speak on after you speak on the prompt, you can do that.
I'm driving. That is why I'm driving right now. You can see I'm driving. Look, hold on. I'm driving. I'm the
Okay, so
highway.
let me ask you,
Yes.
what brought you up to the panel if you didn't even see what the
Yeah.
prompt was?
The reason why I came here is like they're trying to explain things for you to understand, change your mindset. So if you can take your time for them, you can
No,
you can disagree with them, but
it's
the
nothing
thing
that
is,
they can
when you have a
explain.
mutual conversation, it
There's
will help
there's
both
not
of us. We
anything.
all listen. You know what I mean?
There is not anything that they can say to change my mindset.
No, they are not here to change your mindset.
They can't
You know
change
what I mean?
anything.
They are not
They
here to
can't change
change.
anything.
Yes, I understand you. I understand your point. They can't change your mindset, but they at least just hear from them, and you know maybe what they paint the Africans on the media is not like that.
I
It's
don't.
not what you
No,
see.
it's not. It's not the media.
And I
It's
can't.
not the
The
media.
thing is,
It's stuff. Hold
uh,
on. It's people from the continent that post stuff on there every day. It don't have anything to do with the media. Okay?
you
It's
know,
not
you
like
know,
it's.
you know,
It's
you
not
know,
like
thing.
it's
You
a.
know one thing, huh? Come again. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Oh, man, go ahead.
Yeah, my network is bad. That's why
I was gonna. He got a
it show red.
bad
That's
network
why.
up here complaining about the host. Like, sir, be
Exactly.
quiet. We're moving on. We're moving on. You got one bar. It ain't worth it. Go ahead, D. Who's next?
Uh,
No, he mute me. That's
On
why I
Ghana
can't talk.
Mobile,
He mute.
satellite about to fall out the sky talking about Derek Mike. How dare you, nigga? Nigga. Like you in the Aburi Mountains. Next.
No, he mute me. How can I talk? If you mute me, how can I talk? That is the problem. When they're trying
Sir,
to
you went
talk,
into the
then you mute
matrix.
them.
Hold on. You went to the matrix, and then I said your Wi-Fi is just as bad, and you wanted to. And no, then you came back and was like, "Excuse me, why my Wi-Fi XYZ?" I said, "Well, how can you talk about the host when your Wi-Fi is just as bad?" I'm
N-
looking at you have half a millipiece
Be-
of red
because
bar,
I'm on the
sir.
highway.
It's
I'm in
not
the
worth
highway
it. That's
somewhere. That's why I'm saying.
Sir, okay, good. When you pull over and have 4 full bars or 3 full bars, rejoin the conversation. But until then, we ain't doing this struggle thing with you. The host is fine. You're not. It's your Wi Fi, not his. And he's not obligated when everybody else can hear him to focus on you. Be quiet. Go ahead, D.
Already mute me, so how
See
can I
this?
be
Mm.
I'm
quiet?
muting you. I'm muting you to keep the flow of the conversation. You're doing too much. You are. And it's your Wi Fi, not the host, not mine, not Queen's, not John and Nace. We don't know, not Duchess, and not 2N. It's yours. So stay on mute until you get it together. Period.
You need to call Jolliffe Mobile and have them fix your service.
All
I didn't
right.
drop him. He just ran.
He dropped himself. Okay.
Just drop them.
Damn.
Facts.
All right. We're gonna try Duchess one more time, and then Duchess don't respond, we just drop this person. Duchess, are you available to speak? Duchess going twice. Are you available to speak? All right. We just gonna go to two end.
Host.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm alright. I'm struggling to. I'm not sure where to start, and the topic is unhinged, so I'm not sure where to start.
Okay, if
I
you say
understand.
so. If you
I
say so.
understand that. I understand that majority of us reason in a certain way that is out of reading. I understand. You know, but we will continue to strive to do better. I understand. I know most Africans that will come across this topic, they will be so stirred up, but if you come here, if you come on the continent and see the way majority of the people reasons, you begin to wonder. You can clearly understand why the entire continent was taken over. If you want to know how stupid an African is, come to Nigeria. That is where you have an enormous amount of idiotic people concentrated in one place. A place where there is so much resources, but idiots have no idea how to turn around these resources to their betterment. So it is when some of these topics are hosted, some of them get upset instead of asking themselves why they are hopeless and stupid. They're supposed to self-criticize, but they will never do it. They get upset. Imagine getting upset for just a topic. Meanwhile, your government, the ones you voted into power, are graping you, taking everything, giving it to white man, and you're not upset with your government. You're upset that someone is calling you out. These are some of the things that, when we say it, some of them don't want to come close because we expose their ignorance. Someone is calling you out for your stupidity. Instead of you to look at what is causing your stupidity and get upset towards that, you're getting upset that someone is reminding you how stupid you are. So there is nothing wrong with the topic. There's nothing wrong. If you're upset enough, you face your government. If you are angry enough, the way you should direct your anger is towards people who look like you, running your lives into the ground, and you're unable to do something except jumping rickety boats, traveling through the Mediterranean to go and scavenge. So there is nothing wrong with the topic. More of this topic. It is an awakening. Anytime I see this topic, I become far more inspired to do better and to think better. So people like us, the white man cannot, the Biafrans, the white man cannot deceive us. We are just, we have been too foolish enough, but we've woken up. We've woken up. So what we do on a day-to-day basis is to educate other Africans so that they will understand that their stupidity is so much that it will last them into their next life. Imagine when you are hopeless, you still cannot, you still can't unravel why you are stupid. It means that you will never wake up. So there's nothing wrong with the topic. I each time I see it, like I said, I become more resolved at being reasonable and being intuitive, not, rationalizing. Anytime I see anything, I will rationalize to see my benefit in that. If it doesn't benefit my own people, it wouldn't make sense to me. So I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
All right, cool. All right, thank you. Yeah, y'all gotta hear that shit. Come on up here, Nigerians. But all right.
Ghanaians too, they've been running, and shout out to him. He is Biafran, and they have a little more common sense and knowledge, because they don't understand this isn't a hateful thing that we're doing. This is more accountability for fleeing and leaving your people behind. There's a thing called brain drain. For anybody in the room who doesn't know, it's a real thing. When all of the best and brightest leave, and y'all are leaving and not going back and leaving y'all people behind to deal with the corruption. So you come to America or the UK and get a law degree, But you won't go and use that law to practice it to fight the corruption back home. You'd rather use it for the white man in the UK or in America. You do the same thing with your doctorates and your engineering degrees. And if y'all took all them degrees and put them together, y'all could go fix this shit instead of being comfortable popping bottles and buying Mercedes Benz in the States. And that is what that brother was talking about. I'm shout out to him for actually not being sensitive or intellectually dishonest about this conversation. Cause we trying to tell y'all ass to wake up. Cause you leaving the fucking golden ticket. But you rather come over and do the whoop-de-whoop. Y'all are backwards as hell. We would have had that thing built up like a mug with all that gold and diamond. But I land.
All right, cool. We're gonna go to holistic. Holistic, are you available to speak? You sound,
Fix your mic.
yeah, you sound far away.
Yeah, fix it. Do you turn your Bluetooth off or something? It's tripping. And while you're doing that, and one more thing to what Two N said, it's also it hurts me to see it too in because it's not y'all ones that are in the countries fighting or even going back. But we have a lot of the people who never even go back. Kids never even been there because they so comfortable in their new land. And they have forgotten about y'all, left y'all behind. And it's sad. They don't want to, they would rather run than fix things. And us being the people who stay and fight no matter what, we don't get it. So that's why we're so frustrated. And I'll land there.
I agree.
Okay, cool. All right, you down the bottom. Where you from? What's your ethnicity?
Hey man, I'm Siavuya. I'm South African, black. Um, my brother is splitting facts, man. I'm an African, and I 100% agree with this. We have a thing of running away from our countries, chasing greener pastures in other people's countries, and basically forgetting that we have to go back home and fight for our country. I don't necessarily relate to this though, because I'm a South African, and we also have a thing where other African nations or other people from Africa would flock into South Africa, running away from problems in their countries, and basically coming to South Africa. Sometimes we get situations where there's high crime, corruption, particularly with brothers. I don't want to highlight anybody from any country, but brothers from Nigeria and some brothers from Zimbabwe. That's what they do. They run from Nigeria, they flock into South Africa. We see crime raising up, and I think that mentality is flawed. If your country is dysfunctional, I think it is best for you to stay in your country, fix your country. Running away to other people's countries is not going to be a solution. We also have our own problems in South Africa, and we keep reiterating this sentiment that it's not that we're saying we are a perfect country. We're not. We in apartheid times, we stayed, or I was born after apartheid, but our grandfathers, our fathers, our forefathers, they stayed and fought apartheid, and they defeated apartheid. And if I were to use this example, maybe let's say if it was other nations, I think they would have ran away and apartheid would still be there. So I 100%, even though it's not.
You know, Black Americans played a part in helping to end apartheid, right?
No, no, no. I'm aware of that. Apartheid was not. We got help from different nations in defeating apartheid. I'm not saying we are solely responsible for defeating apartheid, but what I'm saying is we stayed and we fought. We didn't flock into other people's countries. We faced our problems, which we still have our problems to this day, but we're still fighting our problems without running away.
I know y'all's history. South Africa, even though you all weren't enslaved, you still have some of the understanding that we have because all different types of immigrants are flooding into your lands, um, and they're trying to. They are cheaper labor force, and even some of them look down on you and think they're better than you. It's weird.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
y'all are the country that deals with that I can name as the closest, even though it's not exact. So you do have a different perspective on that.
Yeah, that's true. That happens. So when I go to Cape Town doesn't belong to South Africans anymore. If I get into an Uber in Cape Town, it's definitely gonna be like a foreign national. And bro, they so entitled. They be talking about, oh, this ANC government is so shit. But I'm like, brother, you are in South Africa and you ran from your country because your government was definitely dysfunctional, and you happen to have a very strong sentiment about our government. And it's mind-boggling, bro.
Yes, we understand.
It's the most ridiculous thing, man. And the part of even so, what's even crazier is even in higher education institutions, our universities. If you There was a thing where they even took it to Parliament. The University of Pretoria, I think one of our best universities, a lot of foreign nationals who are academics were employed more than South Africans. And mind you, there's a very high level of unemployment in South Africa, but we still have our government employing people that are foreign nationals and neglecting our own, you know. So it's really, really a problem, bro, because I can't go to Nigeria and get a job as an academic at their university. I can't go to Zimbabwe and get a job as a South African in Zimbabwe, but they can do that.
Mm-hmm.
So
They are I don't know if y'all have historical university like we do. They are in our universities replacing us. They're becoming professors teaching our kids and their kids different history, looking down on them. They're actually creating societies in our historic black universities, and they're doing carving out things just for them to delineate. But they're mad that now we want to delineate. It's a slap in the face. So we absolutely understand you. Trust me.
yeah, man. I don't know. So that's it. We just it's very, because at the same time you so what they usually do with us in South Africa when we try to condemn them flocking in our country, when we're trying to condemn criminality, and then they start playing the, oh, we all black, or we are all Africans, or you don't chase the white people away, but you always the first to chase us away. Uh, they call us
Wow, they do that too.
yeah, bruh. They call
Oh
us
my.
xenophobic, and we're just saying, bruh, we're not xenophobic. We're just telling you, bro, if you come to our country, we expect you to abide by our laws. Behave, be at your best behavior, bro.
I don't know if you're in the Matrix or you were done, but that is very telling. And that's why I love for our people to hear this stuff, because they gaslight us over here and make it seem like we are xenophobic, when they are the same thing is happening with y'all. And they're gaslighting y'all instead of fixing where they from. I mean, it has to be some type of mental illness that they don't understand this, or they do understand and they're just acting like they don't because they don't want to be real enough to admit. You're right. You're right. And I think if they admitted more that we were right, these conversations would move forward. But because they gaslight people as if it's in our head, we got to go even harder, because it's like, I'm not crazy. I'm not xenophobic. I'm just calling a thing a thing. But y'all would rather ignore these things and make us sound xenophobic for saying, no, you fix that shit, it might help all of us. But they would rather do that than that. And it's I just don't get it. I don't get it.
I'm very big on all of us, bro. I'm very big on all of us. Sorry, bro, I'm gonna let you go. I'm very big on all of us, because imagine if maybe Nigeria, if Zimbabwe, if Ethiopia, if all these countries are actually doing great on their own, bro, South Africa would also get a chance to breathe and take care of itself, take care of its people, without having to worry about people from other faith states. Same with America. If other countries were to be doing well and taking care of whatever problems that they have, it allows for these countries where they flock into to also thrive. And them flocking into our countries, it brings us, it pulls us back to some extent, you know, because now we need to I'm actually in the UK right now, yeah. So, and I've been in America as well. This is crazy. So in America, for you to get any medical care, you have to pay. It's not for free, right? So when you go to like the GP or public hospitals, it's never long lines, long queues. No, you go there, you pay, you get your help. In South Africa, bro, if I wanted to go to a public hospital, I'm going to stay there for a whole day and I might go back without getting any help. Do you know why? Because these foreign nationals, they are taking advantage of the fact that our healthcare is free. They taking advantage of our constitution. They are entitled. They would even go to the streets and protest that South Africans are saying they should pay for the healthcare, but they are entitled to the taxpayers' money. You know, so that's the thing, bro. Imagine if they were to all go back to their countries, fix their own bullshit. I would not need to get a medical aid because our healthcare in our country is free. But I can't go to a public hospital because they are all there. I as a South African, the healthcare that I'm entitled to, I can't access it because everybody's there.
Well, you preaching to the choir. We understand. Guess what? It's a little worse for us because we got every damn immigrant doing it. At least y'all only got them to worry about. So, I mean, it's just refreshing to hear it. I just tell you, keep staying the course. Don't let them call you xenophobic. And you let them know, no, we're just standing on business like y'all need to back home. To end crime, go ahead, brother. I think you were waiting.
Yeah, that's all right. Thank you. Everything the South African brother said is absolutely correct. It is just insane. When you say these things, because they don't want to take accountability, especially these three countries, the Nigerians, the Somalians, and the Zimbabwe. These three countries, they are heading the squad. It just doesn't make sense to them. When the reason why you see them use the word xenophobic, they say, oh, all of it is just to blackmail you into submission, so that you don't fight to secure your own society. It is a word they use to put you in spell, so that you stop trying to hold them to account. That is why they use those words. And if you allow them, if you kowtow to those, if you allow them to spell you with those words, you would never fight for your society, and you will lose your society. You will watch your society collapse before your eyes. That is why we encourage South Africans, we encourage other people, Black Americans and other people who are much aware of their society, to ensure that you don't submit to their blackmail. Because when you tell them, listen, in your various countries, you won't find, if you go to Nigeria, you won't find South African, you won't even find South African, hardly. And then you won't find somebody from Namibia or South Africa committing crime there. You won't find somebody from Ghana. Never. But if you go to every single one of these countries, you're going to find Nigerians at different levels of how do I describe that? When you have different crimes in society, they exist in each of these crimes. Whether you're talking about internet fraud, you're talking about stealing, you're talking about defrauding, you're talking about criminality, at every level, Now, when you tell these people, listen, you are constituting menace in other people's society. You are making it complex for other people. You're bringing complexity in crime in other people's society, making it difficult for people to understand where the source of their own problem is. When you tell them this thing, they will run their mouth, they will act like, oh, we're these, oh, they just want to confuse you. So again, we will continue to hammer the truth. We will continue to speak the truth until it begins to sink into their consciousness. Some of them, they stay away because, of course, what you say is the truth. They don't like to hear it. They would just want to run away as far as they can get away from the truth. So this is one thing that needs to be amplified enough, that there should be reciprocity. That you go to America, Black Americans or other Americans should be able to go to where you come from and live and thrive. But it's not the same. You are being a burden. You are a liability. Go and fix where you come from. They go to elections, they will never choose the right candidate for them. All of them that are claiming to be intelligent, they will never choose an intelligent person. They go to an election, they choose the most idiotic in the lineup. They will ask, who is the most idiotic in this line? They will say this one. They will choose that particular person. And then they begin to complain down the line why the person is trying to run their lives into the ground. How do you make sense of such a people? So when we say that there are 250 million idiots in Nigeria, we are not discounted. The Biafrans are not discounted. The only difference between them and us is because we know that we are stupid and we are trying not to be anymore. But these ones will never ever admit their idiocy. Never. It doesn't matter what you say. That is why for us, any day Biafrans becomes independent, that is the end of our stupidity. That is why we are fighting very hard to establish ourselves apart from all these people. So we will continue to say the truth. We'll continue to speak the truth. We'll continue to say it the way it is, so that people will understand what we go through. So people will understand the obstacles that we have, because you have all of these West Africans as obstacles. You have them. When you are speaking the truth, people just don't want you. They don't like what you're doing. They become obstacle in your way because you expose their ignorance.
Get the 20K likes,
understand. You expose. Sorry, host. Were you trying to say something?
Keep going. You good? We heard.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. So that's why. Right. That is why they just don't like the fact that you expose their ignorance. Because is everything okay? The life.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Right. I just can't see the comment section. Right. So
I turned them off.
Because we expose their ignorance, they just don't want to hear it. Sometimes they say, oh, they lie, they be like, oh, the Biafrans are trying to. Why? How do you think a problem gets solved? Is it by hiding what the actual facts are? When you have a burst pipe, when a pipe that conveys water to your house is busted underneath the ground, how do you get that pipe fixed? You unravel it, you unearthing the pipe, you expose it, you dig into the ground, expose it so that you can fix it. These ones just don't want to. All they want is to inflate their ego, tell themselves that they are giant, run around, impress themselves on other people, trying to, overshadow other people. They just do all of these schemes. But every single day, our joy is that every single day we speak the truth, and somebody somewhere, gets to understand what we are saying and what the root cause of the problem is. That until that is addressed, we will never ever get to the emancipation that we seek. It starts with educating people, getting them to understand how foolish they are, because you need to understand how foolish you are. Sometimes what they do, because white man is very clever, the Europeans that is why you see them run to European and America. They are very clever. They massage their ignorance. White man would never tell them, my friend, you're foolish, you're foolish. You have oil and gas where you come from, and you're talking about greener pasture in another country. You have so much resources. White man will never say
Mm-hmm.
this to them. Because if a white man says that to them, because they tend to only listen to a white man. If a white man ever say this to them, some of them, their veil of ignorance will go out of their eyes. And then they will understand how she. But white man is so clever. He will never tell them that. He will be massaging their ignorance. He will tell them, "Oh, you need a visa lottery. Oh, I know. Hey, do you like it here?" White man will ask them, "Do you like it in this country?" The idiot will shake his head. "Yes, I love it here." The white man will say, "Yes, you escaped. You
Rich.
escaped your society. Oh, thank God you're here." That's what white man tells them. Thank God you're here. Thank God you ran away from so much resources. These people, especially the Nigerians, these are the like to describe the color of the idiocy that pervades the minds of Nigerians is just indescribable. Their own stupidity is taken to the next level. Anytime you want to understand how stupid an African is, look at a Nigerian. A Nigerian is the finest and clearest example of what an idiot looks like. You don't need to go any further. And they are the ones spreading. When you hear hate, when you listen to other Africans trying to become insultive or trying to, it is because they learn from these idiots, the ones called Nigerians. So that is why we call them out, and they get so mad when we call them out, and they can't come for a debate. We've taken time to invite them, come for a debate, so that before an audience of mankind, we will expose the ignorance that all of you Nigerians command. You command so much ignorance and idiocy that is untrue. So the truth must be spoken. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, brother.
All right.
And
Is this Isaiah? Is that how you pronounce your name?
respond to that when I get a chance to.
Oh, to what Tyrion said? Go ahead, because Isaiah didn't say anything. Go ahead.
Okay, so and that's one of the main things, brother. It's intellectual dishonesty. You don't know what we deal with, but one thing Nigerians do when they come over here is they tell us how Nigerians go everywhere and dominate. We go anywhere. It does not matter. China, Russia, Guatemala, Honduras, America, UK, and we dominate and we do the best and we get the degrees and we make the most money. And I always say, why can't you do that back home? If you are so the best and the brightest, please use that education. Why am I begging you to go and fix it if you're so great? You would rather run and flee and leave your people behind scrambling. A mixture of over 200 nations forced together by colonization. But you tell us you dominated, but you won't dominate your Nigerian ass back in Niger land. I don't get it. That's why I shout out to the ones who fight like you, and I shout out to the ones who are honest as you, because I just don't. I don't understand it, and I'm happy about the honesty. Thank you, Alan.
All right. We're gonna try Isaiah. Isaiah. All right. Hold on. Let me get this motherfucker out of here. All right. Am I saying your name wrong? All right. I'm gonna probably drop you.
It says
Looks like you said
I'm
Isaiah.
sorry. I muted myself.
Oh,
Asia
all right.
Reeves.
Yeah.
Asia.
How
Asia.
you?
That's right. Okay. Asia.
Yes,
Gotcha.
Asia. How y'all doing? How everybody doing?
Hey, we're good.
Good.
I was just happened to scroll, and the brother that was not the one that just was talking, but the other African that was talking caught my attention, and I was engaging listening to what he was saying, and I don't know if um most Africans that are here who come here in the United States, because that's where I'm from, that's where I'm at, understand that of the thing. Majority of us, we don't have a problem with anybody, but the undermining and the you left your place of where you were living to come make a better life here. Yet there's a group of people that are saying that you're hindering us, not everyone, but some things you're doing is hindering our people, and they go, whatever, we're better, we work harder, we do all of this. And I'm going, even too, when I see some people with the uproar and the talk shit back, the back talk about even our government, not to say that I'm siding with my government or not, but you didn't even do that back home. You were able to come here and do all of that like that talk, and it's confusing to me. It doesn't even make me feel like you can be an ally because you jump ship to ship. Now, I'm not speaking to this as a whole of anybody that comes here for a better life, but I'm going, you came here for a better life. And that this is land of milk and honey, the pursuit of happiness, the American dream. Yet you undermine the class of people sometimes that look just like you, who were birthed out of this country, whether they descendants of Africa or wherever they came from, wherever their descendants of, you undermine and you discredit and you think you're superior to people in their own homeland is crazy to me.
Do you know,
And I land.
Crazy.
can I
I
interject
land.
on that part, like the undermining? That's the most gaslighting part about this whole thing, man. It's like, all right, we understand you're trying to find better opportunities into this country that you came into. But now, for example, bro, they would even go as far in South Africa as making fun of our history, the pain of apartheid. They be talking about we are second class citizens in our land just because we are still trying to get.
Same thing. Man, go ahead. My bad to cut you off. I just got
No, I
triggered. Go
get you,
ahead. Go
bro.
ahead.
They be talking about we are second class citizens in our country because we are still trying to get our land that was confiscated, or rather that was stolen by the apartheid regime. And they be calling us lazy because we as South Africans we're not gonna go work at that place because there is minimum wage and we demand more, and they take those jobs. And for us not taking those jobs, they be calling us lazy. And there's a brother, I don't know who said this. Oh, the brother, Second End, I think. Second End spoke about a person that is dangerous is a white man because they're gonna massage their ego. They're not gonna tell them, hey, go. They're gonna give them these jobs. They're gonna, oh, you want this job that's gonna pay you what, $5 an hour? Okay, come take this job. They're not gonna tell you, hey, you're not supposed to take this job. Go back to your country, go fix your country. They're gonna give you the job that's going to make you feel as if you matter, but it is to a detriment of yourself, the people of your country, and you're shying away from fixing problems that are in your country. So yeah, sorry, sister. I'm sorry to cut you. I just wanted
No, 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 no.
to point out
I
the gaslighting part. It's just one of the undermining, the gaslighting, one of the most frustrating things.
It is. It is. And so and I'm where you coming from? Are you from South Africa?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so you've seen that also in your own homeland.
Every time, every single day.
I didn't get to say hello to the host. Whoever's the host.
Hey, yeah, I spoke to you.
Okay, but I just wanted to shout out the
He
host.
whipped it out on you.
Shout out the host, man. How y'all doing, y'all?
What's up, Momo?
Doing good, brother. Doing good.
Said you have smoke or you can handle us. Are you sure?
Man, shit. I'm here to build bridges and bridge the gap, man. But
That's not what I saw in the
We not
chat.
building
That's
shit with you.
that's not what you said in the
if
chat,
y'all,
sir.
I know, but if y'all want to bring the smoke, I'm all for it. But my first goal is to try to bring us together, man. I've been hearing a lot of shit talking about Africans, Africa, immigrants, all that shit talking.
Why don't you try to bring the 54 countries of Africa together? Because that
What you
shit
think
ain't
we're
gonna
doing
work
right
with
now,
us.
Monty?
It's
We
not gonna work
building.
with us.
but we
We don't want
building,
to
brother.
build. We're not building anything with you.
Yeah,
Okay?
if you guys listen, brother, if
We're
you guys
not
don't want
building
to,
anything with you.
it's
It's
cool.
over.
It's cool.
Okay?
If y'all don't want to
Delineation.
build with us,
Delineation is a lifestyle, sir,
if y'all don't want to build with us,
not
the
just a
white tees will
hashtag.
build with us. It's cool.
You said the white tees gonna build with y'all?
Oh my God, poor
Y'all
baby.
ain't in the
Go do
streets.
go do
Y'all
your
ain't in the
thing.
streets.
I don't give a that's go
Who's in the
build
streets
with
right
them.
now protesting, man? Is it
Go
y'all or the
build
Are
white
with
you
them.
in the
tees?
streets? Are
Why would
you in
we
the
be
streets?
protesting?
Okay, the white tees, they got us. If y'all don't got us, the white tees got us, man.
Yeah. Why would we? Why would we back y'all up?
Y'all go lay back and watch TV. The white tees got us. We
Hmm.
don't have to worry about
Yeah.
y'all,
Go
motherfucker.
ahead. Right.
Yeah,
And
they got y'all
I
in the back of ice
I love
vehicles.
that. I love that for you. You know what I'm saying?
Can I
You
ask a
you
question?
don't think after they done with Somalia they gonna come at y'all? They going down the list. So you say they
Uh,
got you, they gonna have you all right.
Yeah, that motherfucker
Momo,
protesting under 5 degrees weather. The
They
motherfucker
already, they
protesting.
already, sir. Do you understand? They are paying y'all 85,000 a year for jobs that pay 125,000 a year. So when you say they got y'all, you're right. Gotcha. They got y'all ass, and that's what we try to tell you. You're taking salaries that jobs are worth more for, undermining everybody. You taking 85,000 for a job that pay 125. So you damn right they got you. And that's why we got to
can I,
delineate. Cause
can I say something?
you happy about the damn 85.
Bro, BT, listen, brother. When y'all fight was going on, we were backing y'all up, brother. You know what I'm saying? When that BIM shit went worldwide, guess
Man,
what?
y'all wasn't doing shit. So I don't even know why y'all keep saying that
You
bullshit.
lying.
What, brother? When I shake comes on your, it comes for us too. Cause them
No. Shut your goofy ass up.
Poor baby.
When they come here, they come with us.
He
Shut the
said
fuck up.
YT got
That
us.
shit.
He said if you don't got us,
Right.
YT got us.
Hey, if if
That's what
he
we
like it, I
dealing with.
love it. If he
At
like it,
least
I
he was
love it,
Not
honest.
y'all.
he, not he, he's
At
not
least he was
even.
Yeah,
honest, D.
yeah. And it's all good. I'm glad he said that on a live.
We the ones. You love the white man. You don't come for him. You just come for. No, y'all worship the white man. That's y'all
Yeah,
problem.
they love him so they love the white man so much they come to this country. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Let me see. All right, hold on, Mo.
Bro,
Hold on, Mo.
that double when you hit him with that double entendre right there, talking about that got you like that hit his soul because you can't say
That's it.
no defense to that, and you actually gave him grace because they probably taking 68-5.
Bro, I did. You already know, bro. You I'm happy you peeped that, boy.
All right, y'all. We're gonna get to Ram.
You shrunk
Ram,
his
where
head
you?
like Men in Black, and he
Yep.
ain't gonna go
hey, how you
back.
doing, guys?
All right, Ram, where you from? What's your ethnicity?
I'm West African. I'm Eve.
Specifically, what country? What or
Yeah, Eve.
township or
Togo,
whatever?
actually.
What?
Togo.
Togo. Okay.
Oh,
Where are
Benin and
you? Where
Togo?
are you?
Yeah,
All right. Where are you presently located?
I'm in
Empire.
Baltimore.
Huge slave sellers. Okay, go ahead.
No, the Benin Empire
All right.
sold
Wait. Wait.
us.
Wait. Where are you presently located?
I'm in Baltimore.
Okay. Of course, you're not in Benin or wherever the fuck you come from. All right. What's your
Togo.
thoughts on the prompt? All right. Togo. Cool. What's your thoughts on the prompt?
Well, technically, I just want to say that look, this didn't need this separation from the Africans. Actually, I'm kind of happy about it because at the end of the day, the last time that some of our Americans brothers came to Africa, that's the representation is Liberia. They went there, they put the native into slavery, sold the land for hundreds of years, and break up the country till now. We thought that our brothers would come and do better. So if you guys want to separate from us, hey, I don't have any issue with that. I'm fine with that. That's all I gotta say.
All right. Cool.
I agree with you, brother. Like fuck them, bro. They want to disassociate from us.
Shut your slow ass up. It's not your turn. All right, two agendas.
Yes, sir.
All
Yeah,
right, where
you
you
know,
from? What's your ethnicity, sir?
I'm black from Texas, man. Um,
All
yeah,
right, I
but
believe I spoke with you before. Go ahead.
oh yeah, 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 yeah. Um, um, no, it can't benefit us here in Black America. They can't even get along with each other. So, and then they can say whatever they want to say. We fix it up where they can come to this country and become politicians. Let us go over there. They're gonna say we're not African enough. We got to be a part of a tribe. So Pan Africanism is dead in the black community here in America. That's my, from what I see. Because I guarantee you go over there, they're going to say what tribe you come from. Then they're going to say, you're not black enough. You stay over there for 30 years. You're not Nigerian enough. You're not Ghanaian enough. You got to be a chief. And all of this, they don't even give us land over there. And that's on the real. They lease us land for 99 years. So why are we supposed to bring all our money over there and give them our money and then a chief can come and take the land after we build it up? Because that's exactly what they're going to do. So if the Pan African want to go over there, I had no problem. Go over there, do as you please, but don't think that you're gonna get the same treatment that you give them here in America. They don't even get along themselves. They run from their own country instead of building up their own country. And we ain't never had it. They come from the superiority complex. We come from the inferiority complex. We don't know to go look at the Capitol Hill and see everybody look like us. We ain't never seen it before. We ain't never had no black Americans president yet, as they call it. Because Obama ain't
Right,
like us.
right. You right. You
Mm-hmm.
absolutely right. You had a white, a biracial. His mother, lineage came off that Mayflower, and his father came out of Africa.
Right on.
It was none of us. Nobody from our lineage has been a representation. And this is where it gets real crazy too for us, is because that blackness, this country go by the race category, and anybody from any other land that is heavily melanated like us is put under that category of black, but they're not a representation of us. We're not seeing a real big representation of us politically.
Right.
We only seeing them because they're melanated, but they're not serving the interests of those people that came from that lineage.
Right, right. I mean, they grew up, their oppressors look like them. Our oppressors don't look like us. So
Right,
they so
right.
happy to see one of them. Soon as they come over and see one of them, they friends with them. And then suddenly,
That's so true. That's so true. You ain't lying, boy. You ain't lying, boy.
yeah. So and then they come over here, y'all just lazy. And y'all have all these opportunities. Go create one in your own land. That's our opportunity. We fought your oppressor. Go do something to your oppressor because we doing something ours, but you come over here joining them. And then you're going to say you want to be like us. No, we ain't you, period. We don't want to be like you. Go back and eat your bush meat. Yeah.
Mo, was you on another panel cutting up and saying stuff you shouldn't have said, so you ran? Mo. Now, any other time, Mo come right off his mic. Well, you were over
Well,
here
you
saying you
can't
had
dispute
smoke
what
for
I done
us.
said. Let them dispute what I done said because it's the truth. They come over here and cosplaying us. It's over with. You getting up out of here. That's the bottom line.
You know what I can't stand? Hearing Mo use our vernacular. Why do they do that? And then
Because
turn
they're
around and talk about the
copycats.
hood.
It's the
They are
easiest way to try to
copycats.
get a ticket to the cookout to try to sound like, because it's the mimicry. The mimicry
They
and then it's
and you
bad
got
because
them right.
they put too much energy in it and it's forced. Then they stumble over the words because they don't really speak English. So then, therefore, you can't speak the English slang properly because that's something intercultural that we've kind of,
Absolutely. They try to do it, but it's not going to happen because we know who you is. After we get a couple of seconds, we know exactly who you is. You don't belong on this land. That you are not.
indigenous to this land. You don't have nothing to do with this land. You came out to 1865 along with them Europeans trying to take advantage of what we already put down. We've been doing it for many
Island
years.
orphan train.
Exactly. And they don't do nothing but go around and copycat people and try to act like they sophisticated. No, you are clear. I speak French. I speak this. You just copying people.
You're not lying. You are not lying. You are not lying.
Yeah, they
You
don't
are
add
not
nothing to
lying.
nobody's society, not even yours. They go over there to copy. I speak Russian. I'm over here way over in Japan, and you the only nappy head walking around there. But you cultured. Yeah, we know who you fleer. You always looking for opportunities. You ain't like us. We don't leave this country unless we got a pocket full of money. So you ain't nothing like us. We don't go looking for opportunities.
Fact. Man, you ain't lying, boy. Man,
Yeah.
I don't know where this guy's from, but he just talking a lot of nonsense right now.
Okay, prove me wrong.
Show where he's lying. Show where he's lying.
Yeah, because you know you fleed over here looking for opportunity. You didn't come to bring nothing. You come to look for opportunity.
But even if we come to look for opportunities, we helping build this country, man. What are you
Man,
talking
you
about?
man, you
Go build
We
your
are.
own country.
On
Where
that
you
dumb shit.
go build your own country.
Yeah,
You
hold
left.
on. Let me set this record straight for this man. Hold on a second.
Alright.
When immigrants come to this country, bro.
Mo, you're not building any country. You haven't built yours.
Okay, we
Do
contribute.
you not understand it? The
We
only way you
contribute,
can,
bro.
the only way you can be listened to, the only way people can listen to you if where you are coming from is functioning. You can't say you're building someone else's country when yours is a shithole. Does that make sense to you?
Wait, brother, where you from? You have an accent, bro. Where you from?
Does that make sense to you?
Where you from?
Where you come from is not working, but you're proudly shouting that you built elsewhere. Does that make sense to you?
Bro, it sounds like they got you on their payroll right now. Where you from?
No. It is common sense.
You're the only one being paid.
It is common. You don't have common sense. That's the problem.
Where you
Because
from?
if you do, what you're supposed to be telling Black Americans is, come and see where I come from. It is working, but it is not working, and you're shouting and saying, "Oh, I built here." You didn't build anywhere, man. You are ignorant.
Bro,
Your delusion is on the next level. You have to build where you come from first.
We are
That is
building
where people
it, bro.
Hold on.
It's taking time.
When you are talking to people, the first thing they look at is where you come from.
Okay.
If it's not working, nobody will listen to you. Now, let me say this. The brother to Agenda, you see, when you said Africans really don't like themselves and then they're trying to drag over, that's correct. But again, one thing you should know is the South Africans really don't have any problem with the Zimbabweans that are next door. They are merely saying, fix your space so that we can easily come to your own space to live and thrive or to visit. That's what they're saying. But these ones, the Zimbabweans, the Nigerians, and the Somalians, these things doesn't make sense to them. When you're telling them fix where you come from, they will say no. They will talk all manner of rubbish just to deflect the conversation. Fix your space. Once you fix your space, it is easy for people to say, okay, where you come from is working. It is okay. It is okay for us to visit as well, as much as you are visiting ours. But they don't want to fix their own space. They just want to go into other people's space and become liability.
Man,
That's
you
the
think
problem.
it's easy? You think it's easy to fix our country?
South
Oh, it's not easy.
It's
You're
not
claiming
easy.
you built America.
Okay.
It is not easy, but you're here claiming you built other space. So
It's
to
not
build
easy,
yours
but
is
we're
hard.
doing the work, brother.
Brother, you're
Our country
ignorant,
doing the
man.
You
work.
You're
ain't doing
ignorant.
shit, Mo.
You're ignorant.
It's the
You ain't doing
corrupt
shit.
government, bro. The corrupt
Mo,
government.
you're not doing shit. All right? You're not doing shit for your country. You're in a country that was already built when your ass got here. All right? Let's just make that clear.
Make it clear again, brother, because I don't think he can hear.
I don't think he didn't hear you. Let it be said to his lineage in the back Say it louder so he can hear it. You didn't build shit here. You came to some shit that was already created. You assimilated into it, and you probably made some little contribute, whether you were working class or wherever you fall on the spectrum of it. But you did not. You left your home because you couldn't do it there.
Bottom line. And even if we were to be so-called African, as y'all want to call us African Americans, even if we were, we a different tribe than y'all because we had some fight in us. So y'all don't have nothing in y'all.
Listen. When we were
This
coming
is what
over, if they say we came over here, those that were coming over here in slave boats, there were no ships coming back. Retreat. Trying to fight for those.
but what
Bottom
check
There
line.
this
should have
out.
been an
Check this out.
all-out Marine war going on out of Africa.
Right on.
Check this out though. Check this out. Check out the because what I heard was more of I kind of chose the psychological standpoint. Did you catch how the little Mo guy automatically, ignorantly assumed that this other particular that might be naturally from the continent was echoing the sentiments of the American. Like he thought he was just gonna have an automatic ally in this little TikTok war. Like he just it was crazy. Like he just automatically thought that. And then once the gentleman, brother, spoke against him and straightened him out as the person of the same geographical area as him. You see what I'm saying? Then he just his head shrunk even more. See?
Right on. The brother told him, absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Well said. Well said. Let's see what else they're going to say about us.
Yeah, Akwazi.
Hey,
All
what's
right, where
up?
you from? What's your ethnicity?
I'm from Ghana.
And where are you presently located?
I'm in Columbus, Ohio.
All right.
Okay. So first of all, I want to understand your people. Like, what exactly is your beef with Africans right now? Like, how is the presence of Africans in America affecting the welfare of African Americans? Like, I don't want, anger issues and stuff like that. Just, intellectual conversation. That's why I'm here. Like,
Let
take your
me
time and
explain that to
explain to
him.
me. Explain to me how our presence here is affecting the welfare of African Americans or Black Americans, as you call it.
You're cosplaying us and you're jumping on our enemy side. Simple as that.
We are jumping on your enemy's side. Who is your enemy?
Absolutely. You won't
Let
even fix
Let
your
me
own
explain
country
to
up
him.
where we can come over there and visit
Relax
you.
and talk to me, brother. Relax and talk
Okay,
to
well,
me,
the
brother.
other brother, because I'm not going to take up too much time, but I got something to say to you. I'll let the brother from the UK talk to you.
All right, sure.
All right. Ghana man. Now look at the crux of the problem. First of all, Black Americans are Americans. They are not African Americans. Let's start with that. They are Americans. They are not African American. We'll start from that. Now, you are in America. If America is burning today, you have a place to run to. You will run back to Ghana. Nigerians will run back to Nigeria. Zimbabweans will run back to Zimbabwe. Black Americans they will fight for America. That is their home. Donald Trump may even go to Europe if America is burning. But Black Americans don't have anywhere to go. They will fight for their land. Does that make sense? So they are Black Americans. All right? That's where we're going to start. That's number one. Number two is Black Americans made it possible for Africans to be able to come to the USA. They inspired the revolution that happened across Africa, that allowed Africa to gain independence. Their leaders inspired African leaders, the frontiers that led
Thank you,
the
Black America.
revolution, the likes of Kwame Nkrumah, where you come from. It is Black Americans that made it possible. They all learned from Black Americans. All right. Now they also spoke to the problem and contributed massively to the plight of African people.
Damn, this
African people were
nigga going
depicted,
in. I gotta
when
Thank you,
African
but I
people
love it. I love it. I support
I
what he's
love it.
saying.
get him
when
cooked.
when when African people were being depicted on TVs for suffering, clearly they were suffering, but Europeans were painting it so bad. Black Americans were paying and were donating to help our conditions. They did all of these things. They acted movie to to boast and to give a positive image to Africa. So many movies and so many songs,
Superfly.
ranging from Michael Jackson down to every single one of them. They acted movie, they sang to our problem, they elevated Africa in so many different forms. We haven't had any movie to elevate Black Americans or to say this is what they have done. Black Americans have also created culture. They forged culture out of nothing. Culture that reverberated across the globe. Culture that transcends every society. People want to be
God, there
like
you
them.
go, baby.
People want to dress like them, eat like them, walk like them, talk like them. All of these things, they made these things possible. They place themselves on the global stage. Wherever they go to, they command respect. That is why Africans sometimes wear their identity to say they are also black Americans. Does that make sense to you? All of these things and many more, because when I start listing them, it is innumerable. So all of these things are what they did to elevate Africa, but we have not reciprocated. Rather, what we did is to come to the USA. People like you, it may not be you, but people like you, due respect. Now, people like you, when you go to the USA, instead of acknowledging the hard work and the effort Black Americans made, you began to disrespect them. You jumped over the enemy's line. You stood behind the enemy's line to join the enemy to spite them. The ones that are called Nigerians in all of you, those ones are far more insulting and disrespectful. Those ones will do whatever it takes to leave the white man's behind, to do whatever, anything white man says, those ones will do it in order to spite Black Americans.
Brother, now,
So,
okay, now
and
I
Nigerians
understand.
are
Okay.
the,
Let him
does that
finish,
make sense
man.
now?
Come on,
Let me
man.
land. This is not just for you. There might be other people like you that will come up that want to ask the same question. Just hold on. Let me land. Now, these are the things that you did. Remember, Black Americans have never, until just yesterday, it was just yesterday that they began to speak up. All these things has been happening for decades, for nearly a century. People, until they began to see, wow, these guys, the ones that are called Somalians, come here, they defraud the system against the hardworking natives. The ones that are Nigerians will become insulting and then begin to look down with disdain on Black Americans. Now they began to speak up because, of course, at some point you have to speak up, and then they began to speak up. And then this is what has been happening. So that is one thing that is lost on many of you. Sometimes you begin to ask this question like you don't see it, but it is good that we take time to explain this thing to the tiniest of details so that you understand the source of the problem. So they are not being, the delineation that they began to campaign about has been happening. Africans have been delineating, but it is okay that we establish delineation. Delineation is important. Black Americans are blacks. They are different. Ghanaians are different. Biafrans are different. Nigerians are different. South Africans are different. Zimbabweans are different. This is how we know each group and what they contribute to the table. Because right now, what is happening is that Somalians, Nigerians, and the likes of them are wearing the identity of other people to take on what belongs to them. If you go to America, you see Africans taking scholarships that belong to Black Americans. But you won't see Black Americans in Ghana taking scholarships that belongs to Ghanaians. You won't see any of these things. So this is what we are trying to amplify, so that people will understand where the story began, so that you don't tell the story from the middle. So once you understand it, it is going to help you when you get into the next panel, into any other life. You know what to say. You will understand, oh, this is actually what I understood from this panel. You will change your narrative from today. That is the idea, that from today you are going to change your idea and your narrative to understand that Black Americans have contributed far more than any race, far more. Their culture and what they have been able to create has reverberated. Always remember that. It has every society. If you go to India, you see people, anywhere you go to. So such people must be respected. Does that make sense now? Thank you.
All right. Thank you
Okay,
for
are
your
we coming to
elaborate
are we coming to Ghana with no money in our pocket?
He cooked. He
It's
cooked.
it's all
Let
right.
it
We coming to
breathe.
Ghana
Let
with
it
no money in our
breathe.
pocket. We
Can I
coming over there,
talk?
we're paying our money to get land over in Ghana
Can
right
I
now,
talk?
not to take away from y'all, it's to enhance you.
Brother,
Because we can
relax.
stay
You're
here in
trying to
America.
have a
Let it breathe. Let it breathe. Let
brother,
that
relax. You're
simmer.
trying
Let
to
that
have a
marinate.
He was spitting
That
facts.
brother just
Yeah.
went
You
in.
see, I'm
He
not
went in.
angry, okay?
In
I
Black
wanted to
Jesus'
have
name. Man, and he understands. He broke it down to y'all. And so for this brother to know this, but y'all come on here and gaslight us like we crazy and
And
being
that's
mean
not
and
us speaking
xenophobic
to
to
you.
y'all.
Yeah,
That's
that's
one
right,
of
BT. You
your.
know what they doing, BT.
They know what the hell is going on. This brother just broke it down so eloquently. So I
Boy,
know y'all fucking get it. Y'all be playing in our fucking face. Let it breathe,
boy,
please. That brother there.
Ooh.
Man. We need, I wish I need a meta fan to fan that brother, cool that brother down. Good
Yeah, I had to
Lord.
fan him. He telling the truth. They
That
just so
brother, that
dumb.
man.
boy, told the truth,
Woo!
the whole truth, so help
He
him
spoke. He
God.
spoke facts. He spoke
Go on
facts.
tours to every church across the world with melanated people in it and get that speech. That was amazing. Man, bravo,
Because
brother.
he's the truth. He's a South African, I believe.
It's Biafran. See, they the real ones are there. The
That's what I'm saying.
Biafrans, they not with that Nigerian shit because they understand it's only 64 years old. So they don't even make sense.
And they
So
coming
they
down there
are on some
destroying their
different
company.
stuff. And that's when I knew when I seen Biafran in his thing, they don't really go with all that regular Nigerian stuff. Man, he just
Mm-hmm.
showed it. Like we see it today.
Mm-hmm.
Boy,
Mm-hmm.
not just him for the ones in the back, for the ones in the back of the class,
What you say in the back of the class? That's for
back in
them
the back.
cheating this time.
I don't care if they was shooting
All the
spit
way in the
bubbles.
back, boy.
They could have been shooting spit bubbles. They heard that in these
guys.
TikTok streets.
So guys, can I talk now?
Professor,
Yes.
but what's his name?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so my friend
you
from
cousin. That's cousin
my friend
Professor.
from my friend from Biafra, that was profound. You know, the evolution of society through civil debate is an assurance prospect, okay? And this is how, as human beings and as whatever we call ourselves, whether African Americans, Africans, or whatever, we must engage in civil debates and then try to understand perspectives, okay? So I want to address your points. First of all, I begin with immigration. Immigration is a fact of life. Africans did not begin immigration. Every society that you have seen in the world has one way or another done immigration before. Even the America, as you see it today, the Europeans that are here, they immigrated. And then they did not come here as the high class Europeans you see them today. They came here as the low lives in Europe. And they had to
They
come
come
here.
into unalive people. Don't act like it
No,
was some kind of civil
Bro,
matter that happened
bro,
here in
please, would
America.
you allow me to talk? I was quiet all the time
Okay, yes,
when
sir.
he
Okay,
was
yes,
making
sir.
his point.
Yes,
You
sir. Yes,
understand?
sir. Yes, sir.
So
Okay,
with
go
respect,
attack.
I would advise, I would entreat you to listen to me. So what I'm trying to say is that if you want to understand the history of America and how it all came to be like it is today, you must understand that this is a land that has been invaded by all form of immigrants. Even those that claim to be today the owners of America, they
You
came
trying to
too.
tell us our history, brother. Stop doing it.
No,
Don't tell us
no, no.
nothing
Let me
about
make my
America
point.
if
Let
we
me.
understand
Hold
America.
on. The host has changed the prompt. We pretty much know where you're going. Personally, I don't want to hear an African mention white tea or any other group besides the country he comes from. So let's see what the prompt holds for us. How legal and illegal immigration has negatively affected Black American communities since its inception. So I got to tell you, I call the Afro-descendant immigrants, if we must say that, because they ain't Black, right? I call them melanated crackers, melanated colonizers. What they don't realize is that their skin tone may be similar to ours, but they are basically gentrifying us out of our communities. They also building little enclaves. They're siphoning resources such as fundings. They get things specifically for them, right? And then get things that we're supposed to get for our lineage, right? But they do this whole, yeah,
Hey,
I'm Nigerian.
Yeah.
Why are you talking? I'm a mod. Why are you talking? I went to the prompt. I don't want to hear that bullshit. We have a chance to address an African, and you want to tell us about white tea? We successfully beat the white tea at a lot of their fuckery, right? And that's why you're
No,
able to migrate to this country. And you want to tell us
right,
our history? Sir,
right.
with some civil rights and your resources back in the African country or the Caribbean
No,
country you
I
come
think
from
this.
before judging us. Now stay on mute. I ain't finished my response. I did
No,
not finish my submission. They are colonizers. They are
no.
gentrifiers. And instead of standing in full alliance with us, you know what they've been doing? Let's do a brief history. They've been able to eat in segregated diners when Muhammad Ali couldn't. He
Hey
I
told
man,
his
think
stay
this is
on
boys,
not a.
fucking mute.
Malcolm X traveled to Africa, asked them to be the shepherd of the diaspora. They said they didn't want Black American problems, right?
Right.
And so now we could go to the David Shingy or Austin Shingy. He's running for political office, and the first thing he does is give a dog whistle to white tea. You know what he said? I'll take away Black History Month.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you take away something when there's European History Month, there's Native American Heritage Month, there's Latino Heritage Month, there's all these heritage months, right? Caribbean Heritage Month. But no, you want to go after Black History Month. That was a dog whistle
Guys,
to the
organized
white
debate
tea.
over here.
No, it's not organized. What are you talking about? Organized
This
So,
debate.
is not
so
fair.
let
I
me
mean,
tell
I
you
came here
something, sir.
respectfully.
You want to talk about the white tea that started? We understand who
No,
the
no.
main oppressor is, who created all the systems, all the isms.
That's
But what I didn't realize, I'm gonna keep it anecdotally because we do have our great scholars and elders who were basically against immigration. They didn't want open borders in the manner that it is today, right? I didn't realize that right now, a melanated immigrant would be our greatest hindrance into getting things that we're demanding from our government. Why? Because they step in and out of blackness when they want to, and they start talking about we, us, our, and we need to move on from slavery. We don't really need reparations, but
Right.
every other ethnic group is fighting for something specifically for their own. CARICOM, the AU, and the AU is so
right now.
slick trying to
Everything
make
is
us a sixth
evident.
region until Trump won office and took us out
Even
of
under
that
Jim Crow,
bullshit.
people had.
Sir, if you continue acting uncivilized, I will drop you. Your voice won't be heard.
You need some butch
So
meat.
when you realize that we have an issue with the melanated immigrants, it ain't hate. It's documented proof that they have been snaking us all this time and feel so emboldened to say what we don't need or what we should move on for, right? Now you have descendants of slave traders from Nigeria, of course, talking about how their ancestors were slave traders, and we shouldn't look at them from today's lens. But the other one, which is even fucking worse, because you think my ancestors who may have been captured on that continent, right, wanted to return to that continent, they would have returned to the continent, right? Imagine somebody looking like you, slapping you in some fucking chains, putting you in the door of no return, walking you around the forgetful tree, and then handing you over to Europeans who throw you on a fucking boat and hope that you would have made it to the other place, any place. You know how scared they might have been? And you want to come up here and talk to me? You don't get to talk to me. I've been nice enough to y'all motherfuckers long enough. And I still ain't beating y'all upside of your head. But I will take my money from y'all,
Sister,
right?
I'm
I will
so
Right
take my
with
on.
you, and
money
I
from y'all. I
100%
will
Right
not go
agree
on.
to
with
an
you.
African hair braiding shop. I won't go to a dollar store that they have. I ain't never been to y'all meat markets in New York. I don't have to look at y'all, vote for y'all, or talk to y'all.
Right
Period.
on.
I don't owe you
Right
any
on.
conversation. Period. You too
Right
emboldened to
on.
Black Americans and you don't deserve us. Period.
Word.
Oh, so now you guys are come. Can I talk?
You don't tell
Wait,
us nothing
hold on.
about
You had your
America.
chance and you blew it.
You telling us about
There's
America.
Lauren
You don't
on
know
the
nothing
matter of
about
fact,
America.
Lauren was probably up here before you
No,
first.
no. I mean, see, the problem.
That was a PSA to all the Africans who feel
You
like
are
this, sir.
all so
There's
angry
nothing you
right now.
can say to me. Don't ever tell me my history through your lens, sir, because you're never going to like my response. I don't owe you basic common decency, period. I don't owe you shit. Nothing. And I don't want to hear my history, the history of America, come from your mouth. Not tonight. Try me tomorrow.
Right
Hi,
on.
Lauren. Can you
Word,
tell us
word.
what country you come from, please? Your ethnic group?
If she's right, I can speak.
Sister, I just want to tell you, I got you. You said a mouth load, and I am. It is what it is. And every now and then on our the panels that are being held of Black Americans that are trying to have a conversation, we're gonna have other people who are trying to come in who are saying them things. They're not hearing us. They're just thinking, and they calling us divisive. We're not divisive.
You must understand perspectives, all right? You guys are here.
Thanks, sister. Are you a sister? You're not a
I'm
sister. She said sister. Literally.
Thank you, sister.
You're welcome,
you know,
sister.
and I felt your energy and what you were saying, and they don't get it. They don't get it. And I don't even know if we even supposed to be wasting our energies on those that don't. The other brother from Africa, I think y'all said he was from the UK. He's in the UK, who is able to speak to his own brethren. You know what I'm saying? Other countrymen's fellow Africans about what the shit is, and they still don't get it. It is We don't have to waste our voice on them. The movement of us saying we putting up our boundaries and we're not taking it anymore is enough said. I don't owe that brother, the other dude on here talking about you from one country coming to another country telling the countrymen about anything. We don't need to hear you. Your voice is
Maybe
not
big stuff.
needed. Your voice is not needed.
Well
If
said.
you're
And
not
not only
speaking on
that,
it,
sister, but it's worse because he actually started by saying that immigration was been going on as if they were letting anybody who was not white in this country, which is not true.
that's not
They even
true.
were sending back the Chinese that they told could come over here in the
Listen,
1880s.
the whole birthright citizenship, the situation that was going on, what the Supreme Court is looking at right now, it was an Asian man who changed it to where anybody that pushed out a baby on this land became a citizen. And this is being argued because back then, and this is right before, I believe this is right before the civil rights. I don't want to get the names wrong for you guys. But it was an Asian man, and you can look it up. That fought because his parents were Chinese residents. They were permanent residents. They had him here, but they did not consider him a citizen. They did not consider him a citizen, and he fought that shit all the way to the Supreme Court to where it flooded the gates. And right now, our courts are litigating in 22 of our states about this action. You understand what I'm saying? So it's yes, a lot of immigrants came here. And I think people think that this is the land of immigrants, but not realizing that there is a group of people that are here that built that shit for you to come here. And then you come here and you fucking undermine us or think that you're better. And then you're coming from a place that you're not even trying to do better there. And even if you are trying to do better there, I got to look at you side-eyed, or you trying to take my country down. That's a whole nother fucking conversation that we need to be having.
Well said.
You
Well said.
I land my plane, and I wanted to just give the sister that spoke before me a big up.
Thank you.
Big up. She went all the way in on him.
She did. She did. She did.
And I was holding back, but just think about everything that the ancestors who were captured on that continent went through. And I think it's very ironic that they come here 500 years later and expect us to continue being nice to them. Like, we were gracious enough to say, okay, they ain't those ancestors. Let's see what they got going on. And they ain't never stood collectively in alliance with us. Never.
They're not
And so,
collectively in alliance at home.
exactly. So I ain't owing them. I'm not obligated to do a damn thing for them, right? And this lady in the chat with that African name, right, trying to act like, oh, it's anger. She doesn't like my tone. She doesn't like facts. I don't owe them niceness. I don't owe them anything. But I'm gonna tell them the truth. Why? Because I made a promise to my ancestors, the one that survived every vestige of slavery on this land. I owe them my voice. I owe them to tell the truth. I owe them to do better than the last generation. And the African ain't gonna come here and muddy the waters for us. So yeah,
Nah.
you gonna get this work. You really gonna get this work. And I'm really being nice about it.
Yeah. Because our women put on some Vaseline. It ain't dusty like y'all women over there. They put on some Vaseline and give your ass whooping. How about that? And when y'all talking about we ghetto, you don't know what you're talking about. You bush meat eating. Come on. Don't get me started talking about our sisters over here.
Right. And so my identity is the homeland that I can't be deported or denaturalized from, right? Because denaturalized happens. Trump has a quota, and I believe that quota is 200 a month to denaturalize people.
That's
He
what I'm
damn
talking
near
about. And they
banned
don't even
the
think that
continent
like
of
they can't
Africa.
believe that it's real. They're actually thinking that they're backed by the Constitution. And I go, there is a man that is telling you right now, y'all ninjas ain't from here. Y'all
Your
ain't
We the
from
only ones
here.
can
And
handle
if you
him.
did anything to be in violation of any of our laws, of any of the laws of the fucking land, don't get the fact that you got a citizenship
Twisted.
twisted. We can take that shit right the fuck back if we see any violations to our country. And I don't know. And again, I'm not a person that is sitting here supporting Trump, but I don't know. The enemy of my enemy seems like my friend right now. Like,
Exactly.
for me.
Exactly. It's the
Let me
truth.
say that Miss, Africa or whoever she is in the chat, Miss Immigrant, talk about she has an identity. Your true identity is that of a fleer. Your true identity is that you'll go somewhere and not get the skills, get the skills and not go back and fix your homeland. Your true identity is over here bothering us when you have people that you have to prepare for because they're being deported anywhere they go. At least help the Haitians who send kids that they don't want in their islands. Like they're literal groups of immigrants who are being deported come February and March, and other places ain't taking them in. Like a
We
Black
getting you Africans
American
out
You
of
on a
know
here.
platform is the
what's
least
even going to
of your
clean up
concern.
some of
Help
the
your
what's
fellow
going
immigrant, man, if you don't
what's
want to
going to
help
clean
your
up them
countrymen.
that
Because
that that
Black
those
Americans don't need y'all. Never
let
have.
me tell you what's going to clean up them status. Those things where when they go, we're 13% of the country. However, we got what majority of the crime. Let us all now at this point, let's clear it out. Let's clear it out. Because that flat blackness ain't cutting it. Everybody that's heavily melanated is coming over here when those was our identifiers in our own land. But they come here and they look, they can check off being black. And so now when it's something negative, and they ain't even from here, even if they became a citizen, that goes under our stats. It makes us look
Why
bad,
they
like
not
we're
bothering them Australians? Why they ain't going down there and telling them y'all Africans? Go bother them Australians.
they're not bothering the Haitians, they're not
They're
bothering the
not bothering nobody.
Brazilians, they're not bothering the Panamanians, like they over here on USL bothering lazy people. Lazy people. We ain't even working. We just talking. We just chatting and hurting your feelings. We didn't even do nothing yet. We didn't even do nothing yet.
We
We
didn't do
didn't even
nothing.
do nothing yet. We just chatting.
Hey,
And
let
Go
me
hurting
find
let
your way
feelings.
to Jamaica and see if you can get
let me let
citizenship.
I want to let TJ jump in. TJ, what's up, TJ?
What's up, family?
Hey, TJ.
I'm sitting here listening, and I keep on coming across something, and I'm starting to notice that they are erasing us in the cinema and the media. We watched 12 Years a Slave. Both of them characters were Africans. You saw they got Cynthia Erivo playing
It's Shaka
Harriet
Khan,
Tubman.
right? Shaka, she gonna
You
play Shaka Khan. Get out of here.
they just
That was
dropped the
fake.
they,
That was
they
fake, the
just dropped the
Shaka
TV.
Khan.
I like Star Trek, right? They just dropped a new Star Trek, right? It's 6 black characters. They're all speaking English except for one of them. They're all African. The whole cast, the whole fucking cast is Africans. Even the girl with the baby hairs laid, I knew was a black American. She's Ghanaian. The main character, he's Nigerian and Cuban. All the Klingons, they Nigerian, but they're not speaking like they're supposed to be in San Francisco. I saw the shit. I was like, oh, damn, it's a whole damn near black cast. I looked at the names, everything. One nigga called himself, he said he's West African American. What the fuck is a West African American?
I ain't never
Wait,
heard of that one. That's
I
crazy.
got an answer for you,
From the Mandingo tribe. I said, yo, what the fuck is this, bro? They are
TJ.
erasing us. Erasing us.
Right. And so we've noticed this for a while. Remember, Samuel Jackson spoke up about it. Why are all the England guys coming over here getting these spots? So it's been going on for a while, but we're at a height of the erasure. And we've noticed that too for a few months. But I got to tell you, sometimes it's us, right? This is the prime time for our Black American filmmakers to get together with writers like me and let's get moving. This is the time. See how Ryan Coogler was able to pop with his movie? He got Hollywood upset. They snubbed him. But we need our independent filmmakers, our Black American filmmakers. We don't need to disparage Tubi if the film is quality, a Black American made or us. We need to stop. Well, you just brought it to some people's attention, but we've known about it for a while. Some are strategizing. I'm just not seeing the films produced yet. And then there's
Right.
others who won't make meetings, but they say they want to stop the erasure. Now's the time for Black Americans to answer the call. We have Black filmmakers, we have Black actresses, actors, we have casting, crew, production, everything. We just have to get together. Or I'm gonna take my tail and use some AI because y'all gotta
Now
really
let
help
me,
me out here.
sister, did anybody on the panel see Delroy Lindo, who I am actually a fan of, because I
Yeah.
grew up watching him, and
No.
he gave credit. He didn't directly give credit to Black America, but he was just like he would not have a career if he can't
None of them
if
would.
it wasn't for him coming to America. He said, yes, I am, and he gave his lineage, like I am, I was born in the UK, my peoples are from Jamaica. He was like, but what my work, I would not be able to have done my work if America didn't give us the chance. And to me, it was better than none. He didn't say Black America. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? But I do know, and I actually appreciate the acknowledgement of,
I don't.
like, come
I
on,
don't.
you don't?
I don't.
Please, no,
I don't. I don't.
no,
When
if
they
you, no,
when they
no.
are playing art history, the people who are actually revered, those are true stories. These people have no lineage to chattel slavery. Playing Martin Luther King, Aretha Franklin, Harriet Tubman, playing the one brother that was kidnapped for 12 years. That was a true story. When I see that shit, when I see that it's Star Trek. But every
But you
single
know what
black
I
character, hold on,
realized
it's 6 black
too?
characters. Every single character is a non-black American. There's no black American. This is supposed to be in San Francisco. There are no black Americans on the whole entire show. The entire cast of black people are all foreigners speaking and
Well,
acting like us.
the one thing that I can say, and I think I saw Lorenz Tate, who is, I believe, from our lineage, um, speak about this, and he would go, they be getting those blacks
Yeah,
from
he's
the
Red Fox's
UK,
grandson.
huh?
He's Red Fox's grandson.
That's okay. So he's from the lineage, and he was saying like when they are outsourcing those UK people, it's or like those people from other countries to act, it's one for capitalism because they might be known there, so they're using them for the money. They're putting them in the parts of us because of the money. And I think it was I think it was Tariq Nasheed that mentioned in terms of, because in order to play a character when you are like acting and things like that, it is a spiritual transformation. You have to go into character. And he claimed, and I don't know because I'm not an actor, that you have to embody that character. And a lot of us who are from the lineage, they're saying that it has translated too much. It's too hard on cinema. I
I'm
don't
gonna
know
say
if it's
this.
correct or
I'm gonna
not.
say
I don't.
this.
I'm not.
I'm gonna say
Mhm.
this. And y'all can go ahead and check it out yourself. Cynthia Erivo and what's the good sister name from North Carolina, the singer Fantasia. They both play Miss Silly for The Color Purple, and they sing a song called "I'm Here." I listen to Cynthia Erivo now. She can sing and everything. That's what's up. She hits every single note. She sounds amazing. When I hear Fantasia sing "I'm Here," the way she her dialect, the tone of that shit, bro, that shit make me motherfucking
They
emotional.
make
I don't
it
even get
right,
emotional.
but that I think that's the thing. That they're doing to us. That's what they're doing
You
to
know, our ancestors speak through us that way. Like
right,
they give
right.
that message through us.
And if it resonates, it might it may cause because shit. You
But it's
saying
not causing trauma, it's causing
you
healing.
talking about Cynthia not Cynthia Erivo,
Aribo.
Fantasia. When I hear, I'm 50 years old. When I hear Stephanie Mills sing that song "Home," it is a beautiful fucking song, and she did her fucking shit, and it can bring tears to my eyes.
You feel the ancestors.
Right? You understand what I'm saying?
I
When
don't
she
feel that with
sings,
Cynthia. That's what I'm saying.
no, no,
They
no,
don't have
nobody,
it.
and I think that's why they one. It's monetized, and it is also to try to if your spirit hits it, you know how we get when the spirit hits, we react. They don't necessarily, so this is why they outsourcing other people that look like us to play our shit, to
But
One
this
do
bro,
moment,
that's
our
what I'm
one moment,
shit,
saying.
because
They
I
not a
because
think
if
y'all
we
a
blessing.
little bit
really
off
did our
track with
shit,
that. So here's the issue. Nobody gonna play a role like us. We might as well
we
just
not.
start boycott. One moment, let me
Exactly.
get it out. Let me get it out uninterrupted, please. We might as well just go ahead and go silent on anything that does not have a full Black American cast, but they're talking Black American history. And I'm
I
gonna say this.
agree.
I'm gonna
I
say this.
agree.
It's other immigrants hiring them, right? What is Ava DuVernay? Her name alone screams some type of Haitian or something. I don't know. But there's an agenda. It's always been an agenda to either whitewash our history or erase us completely. I don't understand what the Africans and anybody in America got going on, right? But I realized that the Africans had sold out the ancestors, sold out their own people today, and continue to sell us out. They ain't never got out of bed with the Europeans, and then they want, and now the white tea man, the American white tea man, and they want us to feel sorry for them talking about the West, the West, the West, the West, the West. But they over here doing things and getting into bed and making unspoken agreements that we're not aware of. There's no reason why Cynthia Erivo has all these roles, and she cannot sing, TJ. If you can't hit the soul with Cynthia Erivo, then she ain't connected to us at all. I want a Negro spiritual, right? I don't want a Nigerian hymn. See how that works?
Yes.
So she can't sing. You being nice, I ain't gonna be that nice to her. Personally, she has
I can't really even speak on
disparaged
her
us
singing.
sisters, from our nails to our hair and everything, to turn around, get these Hollywood roles, and wear the same nails like she did it first. We remember Jackie Joyner Kersey, right? Is that her
You called
name?
us ghetto.
Yes, yes.
Flo Griffith. Flo Joe. She was the long nail wearer and stuff. We've been through persecution over everything about us, from our hair to our nails
Word.
to our makeup. To we couldn't even wear our natural hair at one point in time. We
Right.
had to assimilate. We had to do this. We had to fight back. We have the Black Power movements, the Black is Beautiful, Black is Bold, I'm Black and I'm Proud movement. These motherfuckers ain't do none of that. And they get to ride in and play our heroine. Somebody's playing Sarah Rector. Somebody's playing Harriet Tubman. Somebody's playing MLK. And none of them Black American. There's a problem. Yes,
That's an
it's
agenda.
erasure. But we got to stop being
Definitely.
nice about it. Boycott
No,
Hollywood. I don't
you're
care if
right.
they talking about Sojourner Truth. If they ain't Black
I agree.
American, we ain't going
I
to the
actually
theaters.
agree, and I actually think that we are supposed to, because I'm like, I am not. Somebody, there was another content creator, I don't remember her name, who was talking about how they revamping a different world, right?
I ain't even turning that
And
on.
the whole cast is something else. You understand what
Exactly.
I'm saying?
That's an
And
agenda.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so the things that we can do is turn the TV off. Don't watch that shit. Don't
Exactly.
put your money to that shit. Don't, you know, don't put your
Now
money
we
to
got
that
to
shit.
raise I'm saying we got to raise awareness about. I know it sounds stupid and it's just Star Trek, but it's like it's 6 characters and none of them are Black American. That's an agenda. Y'all
It's
purposely hired
not.
all
It
these
doesn't sound
Nigerian and Africans
stupid.
from other countries
Well, I don't know, because
to play our role.
I used to be a Trekkie. A Trekkie. I used to watch Star Trek back in the 80s. I'm
It's
50
called
years
Star
old.
Trek Academy, but it's like
No, like
these 6
I was
no
watching
Black
Star
Americans
Trek
on the
when
whole
like
entire
when
cast.
that white man was the, what's his name? The I can't remember that whatever. But anyway,
Captain
even
Kirk.
then it wasn't a very diverse cast. Because again, I don't even want to go there, but like it was never really a diverse a diverse, if you were
Well, this one
original.
is, except the Black Americans are left out.
Oh,
It's
we
in
not there?
America. It's in
We
San
not there.
Francisco.
We not even on the starship.
No, bro. No, the whole cast is 6 Black cast members, main cast members. Nobody on the whole entire show is Black American.